A KSL Sports presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Sponsored by UCCU.
Welcome to Lehi High School in Lehi High School, right next to the Roller Mills. And we got another great matchup here tonight on Game Night Live. The second-ranked Lehi Pioneers host the 13th-ranked Bingham Miners. Thanks for joining us tonight. Jeremiah Jensen alongside Stevenson Sylvester. Great matchup tonight. Let's start with Lehi. This is a great football team and a great program built by Ed Larson, who's been here for quite a while, won 3 state championships during his time here, but he told everybody that this year is his last, and this team believes they can send him out with another title.
Yeah, I definitely agree with him. This team is stacked. It's awesome. He's developed these guys. He brings a lot of culture to this team, but when he said he was going to retire, I just talked to him before the game. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, I'm sure, but like at the end of the season, it's going to be something else. So, but I'm sure he's going to be around for a while, just like Coach Witt will be around the Utah program when he's all said and done. But Ed Larson brings a lot to this football team year after year. They're competing for a state championship.
There's no doubt about that, led by Jet New, their quarterback, who have got a lot of valuable experience last year as a varsity starter. Sly, this was a young team last year that made it to the semifinals and fell to Corner Canyon, who eventually won it all. Devon Eck, another great player to watch. And Rock Olson, number 72 out here, one of the captains that's about to walk out to midfield here before the teams run out. Now on the Bingham side of things, Sly, there's been a lot of change.
Yes.
Josh Johnson's in as the head coach. He was in here for quite a long time, but now he gets a chance to be the head man. And with that, there's a lot of transition, a lot of change, and they're trying to work through that right now.
Yeah. Bingham has a lot of rich history in this state for football, and so he's trying to live up to that as well. He's got a lot to do. You're going against first of all, their region, Corner Canyon's in their region, and that is just not easy to do, keep up with. But he's got to establish a culture. Just like Ed Larson has established a culture here at Lehi, Josh Johnson's got to come in and set his feet, and there's no better take to establish your culture than having a big win against a powerhouse like Lehi. So he's got to come in here tonight, run the football as they traditionally have, and play some great defense.
Yeah, you know they're going to have beef in the trenches. You can see in the screen right there how big Bingham and Lehi are. This is big boy football here tonight.
I mean, Hans Olsen's son is just that's a big boy.
It's not like the Bingham kids are small.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah, we got some beef here tonight. If you like trench play, this high school football game is for you. Great matchup, as you mentioned, the Bingham tradition. 11 state titles, 7 of those titles since 2006. They're going to try to get back to that old tradition. They brought in Fahu Tahi, the former Minnesota Viking and BYU Cougar. Granger Lancer, a legend in high school football here in the state. One time held the rushing record in the state. He's going to try to turn around this offense. This offense has struggled a little bit to start the season. They got a brand new quarterback, and Aiden Dunn, the junior now quarterback that transferred from Corner Canyon. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get that offense going, but Sly, that defense is as strong as it's ever been. They had a really nice game last week against Crimson Cliffs, a bounce back after the loss to Lone Peak.
Yeah, I mean, any straight team, you got to find out exactly what your team strengths are, especially when the new coach, new additions on the offensive side of the ball. You got to really find out exactly, am I a defensive team? Am I an offensive team? Can I rely on my special teams in certain situations? Where are my playmakers? And you just lie heavily on those things. And so in this game, we're going to see exactly, there's 2 games in now. This is their 3rd game. They're going to see exactly, okay, this is who we are. We run the football. This is who we are. We play great defense. You're going to be able to see those things tonight in both teams.
The Bingham Miners have won the toss. They have deferred. Lehi will receive the opening kickoff. The Pioneers preparing to run onto their home field as their captains return back to the pack. Great crowd here tonight. A lot of people filing in. I see the traffic on I-15. If you're trying to get in here and you're watching in your car, can't wait for you to join us, but this is going to be a good one tonight. There you go. Oh, the pain of I-15 on a Friday evening. They're living it right now, but hurry and join us here.
It's been like that for 4 hours.
I know. It's been rough today.
The entire time we were doing our radio show, it was like that. I'm just like, this is brutal.
Here they come. The Lehi Pioneers take the field here on Game Night Live. I like this slide. We got a little meeting at midfield. Got a little clapping back and forth.
Football.
Got a little trash talking. Let's go.
Absolutely love it. And Lehi has one of my favorite linebackers in the state right now, in Paul Latu. number 54. He is the leader of this team, senior linebacker. You're going to see a lot of action from him. That guy flies around. He plays sideline to sideline, 6'1", 220. He gets it done at the linebacker position.
Yeah, let's get this going. I mentioned Ed Larson. His teams at Lehi over the past 10 years, 79-44 record. Of course, Ed Larson coached at the college level for quite some time before moving to the high school ranks. He's got a good team here. They were 10-3 last year. They got to the semifinals. They learned a lot of tough lessons in that semifinal game against Corner Canyon that they hope will apply to the season, and they bring back a lot of experience this time around. And we believe they're the biggest challenger, the biggest threat to Corner Canyon in 6A. They will receive Mays Madsen back to return the kick.
Dynamic return man, Mays Madsen. Very quick feet, subtle, makes quick decisions. He's going to be a big playmaker in this offense as well.
And I'm pretty sure Riley Wicker is the biggest kicker in the state. 6'3", 230 pounds. This guy's got a strong leg. The senior can really, really crush that ball, as you'll see right now. He's going to get us underway here on Game Night Live. Bingham versus Lehi. Here we go. No chance for a return as expected.
Hit the upright. Sebastian Janikowski, number 2.
We're going to call him Seabass tonight?
Seabass.
Oh, you think Riley Wicker's big. Look at this offensive line for Lehi.
Oof.
This is a big group. We mentioned Rock Olson anchors this line, number 72. He's committed to Utah State. I heard his dad played in college in the NFL. I'd never heard of him before.
Maybe.
They said his name's Hans Olsen.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, I hear he's good, so great for him. Jet New at quarterback. Empty backfield. A little high, but caught. Tackle is quickly made. That's number 4. With the tackle, Lincoln Wilberger, the senior linebacker, 5'11", 200. Madsen was the receiver. Very short game, about a yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. So they come back. They're going empty again. Devon Eka, who is their running back, is out there in the slot.
Eka's really close. He looks like he's probably going to motion right back into the backfield and probably do a run play here. Oh, keep it empty.
New outside. Ooh, that was almost picked.
Yeah, that ball was
Guess
late.
who? Charger Doty. I think there's a consensus he's the best safety in the state.
Oh, yeah, you'll say his name a couple times tonight. Charger Doty, senior safety, makes a lot of plays all over the field year after year. He's primed and ready to make his stamp, especially in this game. And again, this is a huge game for Bingham. If they can make a statement here, Coach Johnson on his side, this is exactly what you want to do. Play great defense, make it happen.
New takes a snap on 3rd down. Receivers open, the catch is made, 1st down. That's Griffin Fa'amalasili with the catch, and that'll move the chains.
Great delivery, great route. Jet New's got to settle his feet a little more. His balls are a little high, but he's got to sit in and step into these throws. It's a little bit better there, but that was a great pass and catch right there from those two, and keep the sticks moving.
Jet New, 6'3", 185-pound senior, committed to Appalachian State. Devon Eka's first carry of the game. He's not going anywhere. I think Bingham is going to key on him tonight, Sly.
Well, Bingham did an amazing job. They had a short side blitz on right there, right into the running play. They made it look like man coverage because normally you want to run away from the blitz, throw at the blitz. They didn't understand the blitz was coming. It was a great disguise by Bingham, but it was a short side blitz. They got right in there, made Devon Eka bubble. Watch him bubble here right off the jump, and then the team rallies. That's why you don't run outside run plays to the Belgie. Are you going empty set again here?
Mason Driffle with the tackle there, by the way.
You got Devon Eka in the backfield.
Got a problem with Charger Doty's got an equipment issue. He's got to get off the field.
No knee pad.
Yeah. It's a heads-up play by the official there.
Thought he could get away with that, huh?
Doing his job.
Well, they got trips to the boundary here. Again, I don't...
Oh, what do they got going on here? This kid's got a problem, too. Got equipment issues for Bingham.
Get somebody else in there.
You got a number 3 safety? Going deep into the depth chart.
Yeah, so this is right here. This is where I would change the play. You got Charger Doty off the field. I'd get aggressive. Second down and long, I'd get aggressive right here. I think
that's exactly what they're going to do.
No, they didn't change the play.
Eka now in motion. Empty backfield, new. Now he's in trouble in the pocket. Oh, he's in big trouble. Fumble! The ball's loose! Lehi recovers it. That was a near disaster. And how about that Bingham defense on this drive?
On the field
we had a holding as well. Boy,
yeah,
everything fell apart there for Lehi, but what an effort by the Bingham defense.
Bingham's doing an amazing job of bringing pressure. Oh, yeah, that's a hold. Yeah, that's a hold here by the right guard, Casey Page. But great job about Bingham is they are bringing pressure, collapsing the pocket.
Offense, number 75. That penalty is declined.
Third down.
4th down.
Should be third down. Should be third down and very, very long. If you're Bingham here, you got to be advised for screen plays, tunnel screens here.
I look at this front slide. Lala Pepa, number 77, 6 foot 310.
Samote Pepa, little brother.
Yep. Viliami Moala, 6'3", 315. And a big play for Lehi, but because they were so far deep, it's not going to matter. Madsen with the catch.
He's a guy they should have went to a lot earlier. He is a dynamic receiver. You got to get the ball in his hands, and he makes things happen. Look at this run after catch here. Very quickly, he caught him in stride so he can keep going. That was a big game, but they had too big of losses in the first 2 downs.
So the Pioneers will punt. Charger Doty back in the game after getting that knee pad issue corrected. He is the deep returner. Short. Gavin Fenn handling punting and kicking. That's off the field. That's off of Bingham Minor. That's a live ball. And it belongs to Lehi.
Oh, that's the returner's fault right there.
There is a flag. We'll have to wait and see what that is.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a Lehi recovery.
Yeah, it'd probably be a block in the back by Bingham as well. But this is Charger Doty's fault. He's got to come up to the ball. He did not yell poison or Peter fast enough. Nobody got off their blocks. The ball was 10 yards short. He's got to charge it because all the returners.
For blindside block. The punt was fumbled by the return team and recovered by Lehi. First down, Lehi.
Yeah, he's got to come up because the returners, the people who are blocking for him, are paying attention to him. They're not watching the ball. So Charger Doty's got to be the guy to make sure that everybody else understands that the ball is short and to get out of the middle of the field or where the ball is dropping.
Big momentum shift here. Can Lehi capitalize? New hands it off to Devon Eka. Trying to get to the edge. He's wrapped up.
So quick.
Gets a gain of about 5 or actually about 6 yards. They're going to actually almost 7 on the carry.
And that's the thing. If you can get Devon Eka the ball in the open space, this guy has some elite speed. We've seen guys like last night at the Utah game with Dijon Stanley in the open field. When he gets his motor room and running, nobody's going to catch him. Devon Eka is one of those guys. He is extremely fast, and he can get the job done. You can get him in open space. I think they should do a speed option to the field with a guy like Devon Eka, make sure the defender commits. That'll get him the space that he needs to make that happen.
Lehi takes a timeout with 8:41 to play here in the first quarter. We'll do so as well. Our first timeout here on Game Night Live. Lehi and Bingham. No score here in the first.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Feeling hurt? Uncomfortable standing, walking, or running? Salt Lake Running Company offers free custom shoe fittings. With an assortment of functional footwear and inserts, we've got solutions to help you have your best workout, work day, or work escape. For over 25 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped people find the perfect personalized fit that keeps them comfortably moving. Visit us at one of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com today.
2nd and 4 out of the timeout. Jet New is going to throw. Takes a shot to the end zone. Nobody's there. Picked off.
It's out of bounds.
Was it out of bounds?
I didn't think he got his feet in.
The official's going to mark it right there. He did. It's a turnover.
Oh, good for no replays, but it's at the 1 yard line.
What a play. I don't know what happened on the communication, but this is a great play for Bingham.
Yeah, he was bobbling it.
They're going to give it to him.
Yeah, hey.
No replay.
I will take it.
Trayvon Johnson with the pick.
Yeah, he was bobbling it. Great catch, great extension right there by Trayvon, and watching the quarterback, his person that he was guarding stopped running. He didn't think he was a factor in the play. Jet New wanted it all, and the receiver and him were not on the same page.
2 turnovers in 3 plays. The turnover on the punt for Bingham, and now Lehi throws an interception. So not the kind of offensive start that Ed Larson was looking for out of his team. But now Bingham, whose offense has gotten off to a slow start this year as well, they were shut out in game 1 against Lone Peak 21-0 before bouncing back last week against Crimson Cliffs, but they still were not as explosive as they wanted to be. You see number 9 right there is their quarterback. That is a junior quarterback, 6'2", 190 pounds, Aiden Dunn. Who's a transfer from Corner Canyon. Was a part of their state championship last year. Now he's a Bingham Miner. Let's see what he and this group can do with their first possession. Deep in their own territory. Out quickly. Nice initial move is made, but Lehi wraps up the offensive player quickly. That's a group tackle. Nice effort. The receiver was number 11, Carl Tuau.
Got some good breathing room right there. Now it's going to be a little excessive penalty on Lehi right there, so going to give him even more room, automatic first down. Yeah, it's a little extra after the play there. They gotta screw it on and tighten this up.
So officials are clearing the field here.
Yeah, they're going to go talk to these coaches, bring the coaches out.
Temperature's pretty high here tonight.
Yeah, there was a little extra after that play there, so he's going to tell these coaches they need to talk to those players and get them settled down. Yeah.
Go ahead and turn that mic on, Mr. Official. We'd love to hear this conversation. Well, we'll see what the result of that is. But, yeah, we could see at the start, Sly. I don't know if there's been some online talk or chatter, but
a little juice.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Bingham number 11 for a racial slur. Number 11 has been disqualified from the game.
Wow.
Penalty will be half the distance from the end of the run. 2nd down.
Okay. Carl Tau.
Now we know why the coaches had to come out to midfield and have a discussion.
I thought it was on Lehi. Okay. Yeah, that is not going to help your team. Right? I thought it was on Lehi, and maybe because it was like the second person in.
Well, without being able to hear what's going on down there, based on the flag combined with the effort on the tackle, it was easy to come to that conclusion. But now we know that it was something entirely different. We don't have any place for that here.
No, not at all.
So they're going to nip that in the bud right now, and that's going to be a tough lesson for that young man to learn. And that's a big loss for Bingham. Their offense is. They don't need to lose a player here, especially early on, something like that. So here we go. Bingham deep in their own territory. right at their own goal line. And another stop and play.
Dead ball, false start. Offense, number 3. Half the distance to the goal, still second down.
That'll be second and 11 from the 1-yard line for Bingham.
So you see some of these, you know, the offense for Bingham's got some stuff to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a culture thing too, and it's a learning moment. If Coach Johnson is going to have a long career here at Bingham, you know, whether you win or lose, you got to establish the culture and set the stage right here of what you do as a team.
Aiden Dunn hands off. Lincoln Tahi with the carry.
Number 5, Isaac Lawson, the ball carrier for Bingham, tackled by Lehi's number 3.
Yeah, being backed up here on your own goal line is so hard, so dangerous. You got to be perfect. The simplest mistakes of a missed block, a misstep, can result in a safety and giving points to the other team. So yeah, it was a turnover by Lehi with an interception, but I think they wanted a touchback instead of the ball at the 1-yard line.
It'll be 3rd and 10 from their own 3. We got another flag?
Delay game.
They did take a long time. Wow.
They're just beating themselves up here. Well, the thing is, they're so backed up that it's not huge penalties. No big yardage. Let's see if I'm Lehi. I'm bringing pressure right here. Bring some Paul Latu blitz.
Dunn gets it out of there. Nice toss. Could not come down with it. Really good pass. Could not bring it down. Intended for Dylan Golder. That would have been
it's
quite a conversion. Nice throw by Dunn and pressure.
A great throw. The ball hit your hands. You got to come down with that. That would have got your team out. You've had good momentum on your defensive side of the ball. Your defense is playing absolutely outstanding. Now you're going to give Lehi a short field. Give them less than 50 yards to go to score. It's not what you want to do.
Get that punt out of there. Madsen back. He's going to let it go out of bounds. No return. So Lehi, after a rough first series as well, they're going to get great field position here and a chance to turn momentum their way. Pretty weird start to this game, Sly. I'm not sure how to describe what we've witnessed so far, but not the start either team wanted.
No. But it's even, right? It's even. It's literally just the same position as they started on the last drive. So, yeah, Bingham's just got to come up. You got to play great defense. Your offense was kind of backed up, so it's hard to really judge them at that point. You had a drop pass that could have got you out, but here you got to see what Lehi wants to do. Get the ball to your playmakers. That's Mays Madsen.
Ooh, big hit. And Madsen absorbs that hit and takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah.
Nice effort by Denzel Peoples. But not enough to keep Madsen from getting at least to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, as I said, if you're Lehi, you got to get your ball to your playmakers in position for them to really take it upfield. You're starting to increase the level of competition in the teams that you play as far as athleticism goes. So you got to be more precise. You can't take negative plays. It's like these screens.
Eka in motion over the middle. Catch is made. Madsen makes another move and is taken down. Nice tackle in the open field. Supercharger Doty came up and got him. Short of the sticks.
Great play call right there. I really love this. They've been doing this for the last couple of years. They motion motion the running back out, whether that's Devon Echo or Speedy Gonzalez from a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it gets the defense's attention on the motion, man, and you bring the slant right underneath it, and it's a dynamic playmaker. It's like Mays Madsen. And you just make that happen. That's a great pickup right there. Makes it 3rd and medium.
On 3rd down, Lehi new. Gonna pass. Pressure's coming. He's in trouble.
Get rid of it.
He just throws it away. Oh, it's caught. He does complete it, but it is short of the sticks. In fact, they'll lose yards on this one. Great job again by this Bingham defense. They are as good as advertised.
Yeah.
Job by Wilberger to make the tackle.
That's hard. I mean, you see your guy there, but you got to make smart moves here, right? It's 0-0 ball game. You see your guys there, throw it out of bounds so you don't get intentional grounding, but not for the ability back inside where there's a defender who could have caught that. That's risky. There's been a couple plays here the Jet News taken that he's got to do a little bit better at diagnosing.
Fend back to punt again, and we got a flag.
Delay game.
Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, it's punting. You give yourself a little more room.
Fair. They may have done that on purpose. Back to the 45-yard line.
Now this is good. You get a nice 40-yard punt here. You can drop them down right at the 5-yard line.
Fend back to punt. Doty back to receive. We know what happened last time. Let's see if they can make this clean. They're just going to get away from it this time. Someone learned their lesson.
Wow. I mean,
and of course it was punted way to the left anyway.
Yeah, but he was leading his people and everybody else the other direction, which is what you want to do.
Yep.
He made a late decision the last time, and his people had no chance.
So out comes this Bingham defense as we watch the traffic roll by on a Friday night on a Labor Day weekend. We hope you have a good one. Enjoy the holiday. Great way to kick off the holiday with this. High school football on a Friday night here in Utah. Dunn leads the Bingham offense out. Hand off to Tahi. He's bottled up immediately. That Lehi front getting it done there. That Lehi defensive front doesn't have the same size, but there's a lot of speed on that side.
Yeah, it is. You're going to see it now. Now Bingham has a little bit more room. They don't feel as claustrophobic down there back on their own goal line. So let's see what they do as far as opening this up. They have some capable, athletic, skilled players. I think you got a capable, athletic quarterback who has shown just in a few passes that he can throw the ball. Oh, they are paying attention to this equipment
Yes,
stuff.
they are. This is the second time tonight we're having an equipment issue.
From Bingham side, too.
Yeah. It's actually the third player that's had to come off because he didn't have proper equipment, whether it's a knee pad or a mouth guard. Dunn in shotgun. He's going to throw.
Oh, he had him. Oh.
He was open. Just missed him. That was Gabe Bloomfield, the intended receiver.
We see Dunn can throw the football. He's got to get a little bit, his accuracy a little bit under control, but he could definitely get the ball there. And then once the sun goes down, and it's not an issue for these receivers as well, as an offensive coordinator, I would always take that into account. You know, which side should I throw the ball at which quarter that's going to give my receivers the best chance of bringing it down.
3rd and 9.
Oh, that's holding. That's a penalty.
Incomplete. Flag is down.
That was a penalty a long time ago. That's going to give them a first down. Defensive holding. That was a great job by Dunn right there. He saw that pre-snap. He's like, I got a one-on-one out there. I want you to run a deep out route. You got enough room to make that happen. Good route by the receiver at coming inside, so that defender had to press him and then breaking it back outside, making the defender hold him. Going to get an automatic first down here.
Holding defense number 3. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down, Bingham.
It's not automatic, but
Abe Jager got caught. The Alta transfer now playing DB for Lehi. Next level talent. Got caught there with his hand in the cookie jar. Bingham's got a first down. Dunn throws it up. Not much there to Tahi. Not even a yard. They're going to be right at the 25-yard line.
I don't know what this play was. Was this supposed to be a designed QB run that he had an RPO option on? Trying to get everybody to chase him in the quarterback. He just got to deliver a better fake on the QB deal, but they were in man coverage, so they were all over that.
Wes Bethan, the tackle.
Yeah, I did not like that play call. That was not executed well.
2nd and 9 from the 25. Oh, that was nearly picked off.
Those pass balls incomplete, nearly intercepted by Lehi. Ozzie Williams.
Oof. Oof, 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 oof. It's hard. That's the quarterback's got to understand. It's like, okay, you got a flat route. That's your number one option. But when you see your number one option, it's kind of like Isaac Wilson's second interception last night in the end zone on the flag route. You got to see who is the closest defender to make the play on my number one option. If that defender bites down, who is my second option? So you have the one read that you're looking at the entire time.
Dunn in trouble. Picked! Lehi with the interception. Leo Esikia with the pick. And Lehi is in business deep in Bingham territory. The senior linebacker, 6'1", 215 with the interception.
It's a great job. Great job, great patience. Both of these defenses are bringing great pressure on the quarterbacks. None of the quarterbacks are able to sit in the pocket and pick people apart, make good decisions. Great job right there by that defense, putting the pressure on and allowing the linebacker to come through and make a play.
Eka bottled up at the line of scrimmage. That front for Bingham is stout.
Suka now on the tackle there. This is team defense. I love it when there are multiple people at the ball, at the line of scrimmage. Devon Eka is not able to get loose at all. This big boy Bingham front right here is bringing it. They look good. I really like this defensive front. As I said, they're not giving the quarterback any time to make decisions. And in the run game, they are nipping in the butt right at start.
New to pass, going to the end zone, over the middle, overthrown. Missed him. He was there.
He was wide open.
That was a play that could have been made, but the throw was errant. Fa Mausili was the intended receiver.
Yeah, this is good. Just bring the ball down. You got great protection. You're right here on the goal line. Make that happen. That's an easy 20-yard pitch and catch right there.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 8, maybe 7. Sticks are in between the 13 and 12-yard line. New looking at the end zone again, over the middle. That's intercepted. Charger Doty's got it, and he's got room to run. Breaks one tackle, gets to the outside, has blockers. Out of bounds near the 30-yard line. And it's been all defense here tonight. So far here in the first quarter.
He's just got...
Ball hawk.
Well, just look how comfortable he is. After making the play, you can tell he's just got natural ball skills. But he's just a playmaker. Simply put, he makes things happen. If I'm the quarterback, that's who you're kidding. That's your Ed Reed of the defense right there. He had great footwork. He made the receiver go flat at the top of his route. That made him flatten out, and Jet New expected a little deeper, threw that ball up. Man, as I said in the first drive, Jet New's got to get his balls down. His balls have been extremely high on all of his passes. Now 2 interceptions. But that was a great defensive technique right there by Charger Doty at the safety position of guarding the slot receiver.
Number 4, the intercepting team, late hit out of bounds. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down, Bingham.
Bingham's hurting themselves with these penalties. But again, this is Coach Johnson. He's got to, more than anything, this is so important. Any turnover, any play made, you got to get your culture set right here, right now, against one of the top teams in the state. You got to get your culture set. We are here to win. Focus in, do right things. That late hit out of bounds on a turnover, you're only hurting yourself.
You have momentum. You're trying to get your quarterback's confidence build up here. You're at the 30, and now you got to go back 15 yards over something stupid on the sideline.
Right.
Yeah, Bingham's got to clean this stuff up. Done. Handoff. Wrapped up quickly. Both defenses have just been phenomenal.
Right.
Both teams really struggling to get anything going. That carry was by Isaac Larson. Junior running back, 5'8", 170.
1 yard gain out of the 19-yard line or the second and 9 at the line.
Yeah, both of these defensive fronts, man, they are causing immediate penetration, not allowing anything to happen. This is absolutely fantastic to watch for me as a linebacker, making sure that I have a stout offensive or defensive line in front of me, making plays like that makes my job that much easier.
Dunn pulls and runs. He can do that. Very athletic.
It's a good 5-yard gain.
And Dunn will pass the eye test. 6'2", 190 as a junior. Big, strong, athletic kid. Shows it right there. The nice run. He's going to make this a more manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 is definitely manageable. You can make that. You can make that happen. It's the end of the first quarter.
That's a wrap on quarter 1. That was quite a wild ride. Let's see what they can do in quarter 2 next on Game Night Live. We'll take a break.
Life is hard. Exercise is medicine. The more you move, the more you smile. At Salt Lake Running Company, we know you've got this. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995, SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics. Visit us in store or online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we've learned that people prefer more. And not just more, but a lot more. That's why UCCU created Elevated Checking. Elevated provides everything you'd expect from the best checking account anywhere and more. A lot more. Like loan discounts, overdraft forgiveness, and free ATMs nationwide. Just visit uccu.com
and elevate your checking.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Welcome back to Lehi. Bingham on 3rd down. Dunn over the middle, wide open. Oh, it's through the hands.
Catch it first.
Of Larson.
Catch it first. That's the same play that Utah scored twice with last night.
It's a wheel route, right?
It's a wheel route out of the backfield. Great job. It was run great. The pass was a little late. Made the receiver turn around, but a catchable ball nonetheless.
That was 6.
Oh, my God. I don't know about 6, but it was a big chunk play that your team needed. There was a safety with an angle right there. If he made a miss, then it was 6. But, you're killing your team right there with and these are the moments, right? You get teams like Lehi that's on their heels with no traction. You got to come away with it.
And Madsen, he's dangerous.
This guy.
Breaking tackles into the middle of the field, down past the 30, inside of the 27-yard line. A great return by Mays Madsen. And Lehi once again in great field position.
Get Mays Madsen the ball.
Yep.
In any capacity. There was a bad play in the first couple series where you threw a smoke screen, a bubble screen, and the defender got a beat on it, and Mays Madsen was able to shake it off and get back to the original line of scrimmage. He's a dynamic playmaker. He has been the last 3 years on this football team. You have to get Mays Madsen the ball at any moment. Any moment, get him the football.
Low snap, New backing up, throwing. Catches made, but not for much.
Yeah.
About 5.
Lehigh likes them screens. They like them screens. I would say they run about 3 to 4 screens a game, which is, I think, a high number of screens in a football game.
Now we got a flag again.
Oof.
This has been the story of this game. Turnovers and flags. Not pretty.
Lehigh? Ineligible?
Yeah, that ball was thrown past the line of scrimmage.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 59. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's the thing about screens. It's all about timing.
Yeah.
And if you got the quarterback and it's defended well, you got to get rid of the ball quickly. You got to have a clock in your head because the O-linemen are not going side to side. They're going downfield to get a block.
New hands off. Eka trying to get to the edge. Look who comes up and makes the hit. Charger Doty. Wow. Like a missile.
I like this guy.
That's a big time play.
Yeah, it is. Fighting through blocks. Yeah, just like a missile. Way to take the far hip as you tackle on those angles, especially with a fast guy like Devon Eka. You have to look at the far leg, and that's what he was looking at. That's what he aimed for. He hit the near leg, knocked the near leg into the far leg, and if a runner doesn't have his legs, he's not running. Great job by Charger Doty right there with a great open field tackle.
2nd down and 17. New. Over the middle. Ooh, another drop pass. Intended for number 19, Cameron Wren. 3rd and 17 now for Lehi. Let's give this Bingham defense credit. They have not given up much against this high-powered Lehi offense tonight. They're holding their ground. Already forced an interception. New over the middle of the end zone. Madsen tipped away. Guess who? Charger Doty. Right place, right time.
I mean, he had to get the ball out. There's pressure coming up the middle. He's targeting the right guy, but essentially with Charger Doty manning the middle right there, you got to understand where he's at. If he was able to hold the ball for 1 second longer and drifted a little bit more into the end zone, he could have had Mays Madsen there, but it's hard to tell. You got to take your chances where you can, but I think targeting Mays Madsen is where you have to go in this passing game. He is a playmaker and dynamic when he gets the football.
Lehi will attempt a 51-yard field goal. Gavin Fenn has the leg. The ball's down. The kick is up. It is good. What a kick. He had 10 more yards on that one. Gavin Fenn gets 3 points on the board. Our first score of the game with 10:19 left in the second quarter.
Well, you know, what's hard is he fumbled that snap. You know, Mays Madsen did not get good control of that snap, but he made it happen, put it down. And right before the defender was able to jump in that lane, they got the ball off, and it was right down the pipe. Great kick. First points of the night. Good height.
That's one of the strongest legs in the state. Last week we had some great special teams. We had a 50-yard field goal and a 52-yard field goal. Those were, I mean, I'm not to take anything away from the young men who kicked it, but they were a little wind-aided. We have a slight breeze tonight, and that would have been good from another 10 more.
Which is crazy. That'd be 61.
Kid's got a leg. You see, Gavin Fenn is he's strong. Kid that has a chance to kick at the next level.
Well, I mean, on top of that, you can have a leg, but do you have the accuracy? And that was definitely a very accurate kick. As I said, with the fumbled handle on that there, that is not easy to do.
I don't think we're going to see many returns tonight. We got two big legs in this game. Who can squat more, Riley Wicker or Gavin Fenn? He's two of the biggest kickers you'll see at the high school level. These are strong boys.
too. And Riley Wicker.
So Lehi on the board. The shutout is over. We have points. We waited so long. Great crowd here tonight. The Lehi student section is they're on their A game tonight.
Wonder what's the theme here. See a lot of American flag themes, probably Labor Day weekend theme there. Uh-oh, ball coming. And it was open.
Incomplete pass.
Oh, that screen was open.
He tried to sidearm it a bit because of the rush, and it was not able to be completed. Tahi was the intended receiver on the screen. Yeah, this offense, I mean, you look out there, they got talent, they got size, they got speed. It's just not clicking yet. But I have a feeling, of course, as we mentioned at the start, this new head coach, new offensive coordinator, a lot of new for this group. Young players on the field right now. Tahi's also a junior. It's not a talent issue. They're going to figure it out.
For sure. Charger Doty on offense.
Get your best player out there and let him make plays.
Yeah. And just like Lehi, they got to get the ball to Mays Matson somehow, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Bingham. They got to get the ball into people who's not scared, confident people like Charger Doty. Get him the football and watch him work.
Done. Rush coming, gets rid of it, caught. Short of the sticks.
Oh, you got to keep your feet.
Yeah. Doty catches it, but he's short. They got a punt.
Well, what do you do here? You go for it?
With that defense,
no.
You're too deep, right?
Well, their defense is playing extremely well, though. Worst thing you could do is keep putting them in bad positions. So, yeah I agree with you. You got to punt this football.
You got Wicker's big leg. You can get a nice deep punt here.
Right.
But Madsen's dangerous, as we saw in his last return. This is, you want to kick it.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to fake it, and they got it.
To the up back.
They picked a spot there, and they got it done. They execute. Well done.
Yeah, it was.
That was really well executed by Bingham. Talon Van Sickle, according to my roster, is the ball carrier. And the Bingham offense will come back out on the field. So you were onto something there, Sly. They felt the need to take a chance, and it paid off.
Well, honestly, I like that play more than just lining up and running the football. You know, Lehi has a big front, and it's very hard to catch him off guard. That's just smart football.
Done. Deep shot. Comes back for it. Catch is made.
All hands, too. That was
big
beautiful.
Gain for Bingham. John Kulimushi, who's their deep threat, flips the field for the Miners.
As we've said, Aiden Dunn can throw the football. He's got to work a little bit more on his accuracy issue. He's got to put this out and in front, but he does give his receiver an opportunity to catch that ball. His receiver was beat the defender. If that was a little bit more leading him there, he might have had him for a touchdown right there, but great play nonetheless. A great big play right after the fourth down conversion to going out and making that happen. Bingham's on the move.
1st and 10 Miners in Lehi territory at the 33-yard line. Done to Tahi. We've got a flag on the play. Tahi's best run so far today. Bingham's got some momentum, but this call could put a damper on that.
Yeah, it's a legal formation, possibly.
Here comes the call.
Looks like a legal formation.
Move them back. Bad news for Bingham.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
You called it, Sly.
Yeah, I mostly just know where the flag is thrown and what most likely it is. Who's throwing the flag? If it's the sideline judge, he's making sure that you got 7 on the line of scrimmage at all times. And it was thrown right as the ball was snapped. And yeah, as I said, this is Bingham. They got some young players here, but they got talent. They just got to put it together.
Dunn, low snap, handles it, throws.
Nice.
Ooh, it was there, incomplete. That was Tahi again. Struggled to catch the football tonight. The plays are there.
Yeah, they are there. I mean, we had the wheel route here on the last drive that they didn't make. You got that play right there. There's been a couple drops here. The plays are there. It's got to be a little frustrating, but this team, once they realize that they got the talent, they got the people, they just got to make plays. Playmakers make plays. As simple as that, and they need playmakers on this team.
2nd and 15 from the 38. Tahi up the middle. Nice run, breaks a tackle or two. He's just a yard short of the marker.
It's a heck of a run right here. Tahi does a great job in the hole. Great spin move in anticipation of the defender right there, making it 3rd and inches. That's great. Remember last year we covered Bingham. They had a big boy package for these situations. Let's see what they got here for this. All right, going back to the spread.
3rd and 1 from the 24. Dunn is going to keep up the middle. First down and more. It's down to the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains for Bingham. An excellent drive here for the Miners. They've got a chance to take the lead here. 15 yards away.
Great play call right here. Get that quarterback moving straight downhill. A great surge by the offensive line. Lehi's doing a lot of slanting. If you can catch them in the slanting, it's going to open up some major holes for your quarterback and running backs to run through.
First and 10 from the 15. Handoff again. That was Larson, wrapped up quickly.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
That Lehi front holds strong.
No gain on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 15. 2nd and 10 from the 15.
Jeremiah Onwo on the defensive line got the stop. Second down and 10. 4 receivers for Dunn. Larson to his right, and
another delayed game. That's the quarterback right there.
Still 2nd down.
I mean, the quarterback position is hard. So
yes, there's a lot going on out there.
Don't let commentators or analysts like me make it sound like it's easy. There is so many things you have to worry about as far as your alignment, where the defense is at, where's the shot clock, where's the play clock, audibles.
Dunn with a pass to Tahi, makes a move.
Good job, way to turn up.
And we got another flag on the field.
It was a late flag. I have no idea what that could be.
The Bingham sideline is not happy.
Yeah.
This feels like every time Bingham gets a little bit of momentum.
Personal foul. Blindside block. Offense, number 72. 15-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Nick Halleck got a little too aggressive. And again, Bingham, every time they have something positive happen, they're just like one step forward, 2 steps back right now. This is a devastating blow to their offense. They're in the red zone a moment ago, and now they're 2nd and 30. Done. Caught! Charger Doty! Nice tackle made there to get him down. That's exactly what Bingham needed. It's not a first down, but now they have a manageable 3rd and about 6 or 7. But again, a flag?
I don't know what that one is. I think I'll pick it up. Well, that's a great throw and catch right there. It was a tight window. But again, what have we been saying? Get it to your playmakers. Charger Doty, Mays Madsen. Those two should get lots of touches in this football game. But again, Bingham is just hurting themselves.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That's very unfortunate. Now it's 2nd and 35. Good throw here. Charger Doty. Amazing job right there.
Well, that's twice on this drive. They've had 5 guys in the backfield. Just little details like that seem little, but they hurt you when it happens. And this drive going the wrong way for Bingham. 2nd down and 35. Dunn over the middle, deep. He's there, caught, touchdown! Bingham gets into the end zone. 35 yards. John Kulimushi.
Wow.
What a strike by Dunn.
Did you see that throw? Yes. That throw is on point. Right over the defender, right in the front right shirt pocket of the receiver. Absolutely perfect execution right there. Fullamushi, he's got some speed. He gets right behind the defender and makes that happen. Amazing pass and catch right there.
35-yard touchdown done to Kulimushi.
Wow.
And the Bingham Miners, after Wicker's extra point, take a 7-3 lead. Here's another look.
Look at this. Watch this throw. Step in the pocket, step up. Beautiful. Beautiful throw right there. Kulimushi's got some elite speed. He is getting behind his corner who's defending him and the safety with ease. But this is a beautiful spiral right there by Aiden Dunn right there. Great job. I love watching things like that. That's a connection. We said their defense has been playing great. We've said Bingham has assets over there.
Clearly.
They've got talent. They've just been missing on a few plays. They didn't miss on that play right there. Fullamushi had that big catch on the last. Was that this
drive?
Same drive. This
feels like it was an hour ago, but yes, the same drive.
Same drive. So he got confidence in there. And now you throw a strike like that. He's a guy you can go back to. You're building playmakers by making plays like that. Charger Doty's keeping his team in it, making it awesome. Absolutely love what Bingham did on that drive right there. Now their defense, now there's momentum on their side. This is exactly what you need. They get the ball to start the third quarter. Great job by this Bingham Miners team in getting in this football game, staying in it against this tough Lehi football team.
And remember, on that drive, they went for it. They did the fake punt that kept the drive alive. Bingham pulling out all the stops tonight. They are doing everything they can to come away with a win here. This will be a huge win for Bingham. Right now, they put themselves in a position. We're 5:04 left to play here in the second quarter, and the Miners have a 73 lead. And with their defense, you got to feel really good over there on the Bingham sideline right now.
Well, they can't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Act as the game is still 0-0, still have the same aggression, same mindset. You haven't won anything, but you're trending in the right direction, which is right what you need.
Handoff, Eka. He gets a few, about 4 before he's wrapped up by that stout Bingham front.
Again, this Coach Johnson's got to get this team under control. They are winning right now. They are in control. But you got to keep your emotions in check. Don't think you got it made. Stay on your technique. Stay on your P's and Q's. Don't let people behind you. Because that's Coach Larson. I can tell you, he's been in these situations many times. He's going to dial up the right play, going to get you right where he wants you. And you're going to get guys like Devon Eka in space, and you don't want to see that.
Eka fighting for every yard.
Legs.
Great run by Devon Eka for a first down.
Great run. Oh, my goodness.
Those are some big boys he's carrying with him, and he was leading the push.
I love it. Great play by Devon Eka right there. Elite talent, and just keep them legs churning.
Lehi keeps the pace up. New throws outside, catch is made, a little behind him. Tries to get upfield to get some momentum. Doesn't get much there, about a yard or two. The catch was made by Ivan Bala. So no gain on the play. Now they're going to take a little time. You see that Lehi front right there. It's not many can match Bingham's size, but you see Rock Olson there on the edge, number 72 at right tackle. Lehi's got some beef up front to match anybody in the state. And you have to compete at 6A in Utah. New catch is made, broken tackle. Another broken tackle, still running all the way to midfield. Nice work by number 14, Griffin Fa-Basili.
It's his third catch tonight, and all three catches have been pretty amazing. Great job. He's a big target right there, making plays after the catch. Still 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this quarter. He can make a lot of things happen.
Plenty of time with this offense. New looking deep over the middle. Just missed him. He was open. He beat the safety.
You had him.
Madsen again.
And to see here, Jet New, set your feet. You had him wide open. Set your feet, deliver the football. Just so we saw Aiden Dunn deliver the football on that last drive. Set your feet here. Get it in there. You have him. A little more
air, maybe.
You had him. Deliver that football. Make that happen. That is the play this team needed.
2nd and 10 from midfield. Clock stops. 2:39 left in the half. Bingham showing blitz. New connects with his receiver. Mace Madsen has speed all the way into the end zone for a Lehi touchdown. 50 yards. And the Pioneers take the lead right back. He's got wheels.
Yeah. Get him the football.
Yeah.
Awesome job right there. Very quick response to Bingham's touchdown. Mace Madsen. Get him the ball. This is why. But again, great blocking right there. Great blocking downfield. Made that happen. Got the defender, Trayvon Johnson, all turned around. Didn't know where he was at. And Mace Madsen makes it all the way to the end zone. Makes it look easy. Great job.
Fend the extra point. Doesn't miss any of those. That's good. Lehi takes a 10-7 lead. 50 yards. Jet New to Mace Madsen. And the Pioneers are back on top. Here's another look.
Look at this. Great pass here. On target. In stride. One move and he's gone. Speed. Yes. Can't coach speed. Great job right there by Mace Madsen. Look at this. Slot player right there. Right in the middle of the zone. 3 players. Bad angle right there by the safety. Charger Doty was sitting over the top of him, but Mace Madsen has elite speed right there. You get him in the open field, he's making it happen.
Well, that's how explosive Lehi's offense can be. They've struggled for most of this first half, but it just takes one play. See how Bingham answers here at 2:28.
Chargers on the all-names team, isn't it?
Charger, Doty?
Yeah,
for sure.
That's got to be on there, too.
Your first name is Charger?
Yeah.
You're going to play
Charger
football.
And we got Diesel Dart.
Yep.
Diesel Dart, Charger Doty.
If you're named after a car and you play football, you're on the all-name team.
Might as well get on Gone in 60 Seconds, and we're all in there.
Exactly. Fast and Furious out here in Lehi. Of course, Footloose was filmed over here at the Roller Mills portion of the movie.
Was it down here?
All parts of Utah County here. Some of it was in Payson. There was some here at the Roller Mills. Going deep again. It was there. Just couldn't quite get to it. Done with another deep shot. They're taking their shots. Gabe Bloomfield was the intended receiver.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the throw. Gabe Bloomfield did not have great technique at looking for the ball on that. He's got to track the ball a little better. He could have made that happen. Aiden Dunn's got to put the ball a little bit more on the outside away from the defender. We made it a little easier, but the technique and the release of the receiver right there, he should have caught that.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they've
got a timeout, so they're going to call timeout.
They've had enough delay games this first half.
So that's smart. 2:23 left here in the first half. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Lehi with a 10-7 lead over Bingham here on Game Night Live.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Back to the action. Got the students out here supporting. That's the Bingham side. Good traveling crew there. Cheering on this Bingham team who's competing really hard here against Lehi. Down just 3. Tahi with the carry. Not much there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7. So big conversion here. I don't think Bingham wants to give that Lehi offense the ball back with a minute and a half to go. They're going to let some clock run here. They also, they're going to call timeout again?
No.
What do we have going on here?
Equipment issue.
Again?
Something happened.
They're trying to race somebody out there. Let's see if they...
Is it the center, too?
They beat the clock. It is the center.
Oh, no.
So this could be tricky. You got to bring in a fresh new center on 3rd down and 6.
I'd put a nose guard right over the top of him. Crowd him. And you get the ball right over the quarterback's head.
Good snap. Done. Takes a shot. Catch is made. First down. Bingham moves the chains. That's exactly what they needed. Kulamushi again. Kulamushi having a big night.
Great football. Right where the receiver can get it. Brought it down. Move the chains. Got a minute and 13. Got to kind of be aggressive. I like Aiden Dunn. He likes to air it out. He likes to go deep.
Dunn over the middle. Nobody there. He took a shot, too.
Yeah, he did.
Dunn slow to get up, but it is up.
Yeah. He wanted a little bit more time there, but a great job by the defender right there at flattening out the route, not making it a straight vertical by Fulamishi there. Again, great play on the defense, because the way that Lehi plays defense, once you get by your defender, you're pretty open. So you got to stop these guys in their tracks at the tops of the route.
Isaiah Mama was putting on the pressure. Dunn on second down over the middle. Picked! No, incomplete. Could not finish the interception. Had it on his hands and could not finish at the ground. Shad Olson with a nice play. That was close. He was looking for Doty over the middle. Just squeezed out there.
So 3rd and 10 here, 57 seconds left on the clock. Be smart.
Pressure comes. Done. Too high.
Gotta be smart. Punt the ball away. Gotta be smart. I would have ran the football right there. Go into halftime, down by 3. You get the ball to start the half. You were getting a little shaky here in this drive. You tried to take some deep shots. They weren't open. They were very well defended. When Lehi's worried about the deep routes, that's when you hit them with the dagger routes. You have a vertical and then an underneath routes that come right under it, and those come open because they're afraid of the deep ball. Great punt.
Wigger with a great punt. High. No return. Fair catch by Mays.
What is that penalty? That's a sideline warning? Yeah.
There is, yeah, that's what that's going to be.
Yeah, somebody tripped up the ref. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's a great punt, though. Oh.
Sideline interference. Lehi, 15-yard penalty, first down.
That doesn't help.
So Lehi, after the penalty, will have a long way to go with 44 seconds. We'll see how aggressive Coach Larson gets here.
I mean, yeah, he's got to get Devon Eka going. I mean, you saw little highlights of him on the last drive. I think that's what got that drive going, and then you finish it off with Mays Madsen. But for me, you got to get Devon Eka going. I'd get some speed options to the field, stop running things wide plays to the boundary. Misdirections, counters, something to get Devon Eka's legs going.
Start from the middle of the field here. Incomplete.
He's throwing the ball high all night. The pass to Mays Madsen is one of his only balls that were low and on target. And it was a success, but he's been throwing the ball high on these deep out routes. I don't even think Calvin Johnson could bring those down.
Not even Megatron. .39 seconds left here in the first half. Lehi with a 10-7 lead. Mays, Madsen with the catch.
Out of bounds, good job.
Let's get out.
First down. 33 seconds left.
A reminder, we saw how strong Gavin Fenn's leg is. He already has a 51-yard field goal in this game, so you can see them trying to get into field goal range here with 33 seconds left. Of course, this offense is so explosive they could easily find more, but that seems reasonable to get into field goal range for Fenn.
Even at that, they got an Ed Reed on Bingham's side and charge a Doty.
That is fair. Eka with the catch out of bounds. 28 seconds left.
About 9 yards out of the 34-yard line. Where it goes out of bounds. Bringing up 2nd and 1 from the 34.
Yeah, I'd attack the middle of the field, downfield, double post. Hit the second window right there. You get a big chunk. Call a timeout. Run a quick smoke screen to Devon Eka. Getting in field goal range. So high. He caught it though.
That's a catch. Nice effort there on the sideline.
That is very hard to do.
Bring that in. Good hands, good feet. Number 85, Carter Cutler, the junior wide receiver.
Carter Cutler with the amazing block on the Mays Matson's touchdown on that last drive. Comes down with it there. That ball was high, but that is a very, very hard throw from the far sideline all the way to the sideline, the opposite sideline. Completing that with accuracy is very difficult.
New on 1st and 10. Behind Mays Matson, incomplete. That will stop the clock with 16.9 seconds left. Lehi has 2 timeouts left as well. See if they take a couple shots here to try to get into Fenn's range.
Nice.
Catch is made out of bounds.
Oh, wow.
They going to tack on any there? Nope, no flag.
Okay.
No flag.
Well, he said he could make a 61. He had 10 extra on that. Well,
we'll see.
Here it would be a 62-yard field goal if they attempted from right here. So they got 2 timeouts, so they can literally run a draw play here, get 5 to 6 more yards here and attempt a 57-yard field goal.
Griffin Falmasili with the catch. Now at the Bingham 45-yard line with 12 seconds left. New, just as you said, Eka up the middle.
Timeout.
Down to the 31. Coach Larson takes a timeout with 6 seconds left. And will they try to run one more play or send out Fenn?
I don't know. I'm a risky guy. I don't want to take one more shot.
They have time to talk. I imagine they'll send out Fenn. But
Yeah, they should. It's 6 seconds. You take the field goal, leave 1 or 2 seconds left on the clock after, and take this to halftime with a 6-point lead. That would be the thing to do. But great patience on this drive by Jet New, right? He hasn't taken the big play. He's taken what the defense has given him. Yes, his passes have been a little high. That's something that's correctable. But he's made efficient throws. Didn't need big chunks. You've taken little chunks and moved your way down the field. They got the ball with 57 seconds, and they've done an amazing job of getting down to the opponent's 30-yard line. Well orchestrated situational football and getting yourself in position to get a score at the end of the half.
Teams come back out on the field with 6 seconds left, and Gavin Fenn is on the field. Mays Madsen is the holder, so we're going to have a field goal attempt here from just short of 50 yards. They're going to hold the ball just short of the 40. So officially a 49-yard attempt for Gavin Fenn. Plenty of leg. And it is good. Gavin Fenn, with 6 seconds left, kicks another long-distance field goal to put points on the board for the Pioneers. He has a 51-yarder and now a 49-yard field goal.
Average of 50 yards per kick. That's nice.
If you're a college football program looking for a kicker, we might have found you one.
That's nice. Great kick right down the pipe. You got one referee down there. He knew it was good. Six-point lead, though. That's all it is. If I was Bingham, I'd be happy. I'm fine. There's been some miscues. You missed on a couple plays, but you got to calm down. Coach Johnson has to get this team under control. and understand their emotion. It's going to be a tight second half. You start the second half with the ball. Got to make that happen.
I think if we're being honest, Miner fans, if they knew they'd be down 13-7 at Lehi at halftime, I think they'd take that.
Yes, you have to. I mean, you get the ball to start the second half. You got a chance to even it up or take the lead, catch it. All right, now go down. Let's run this clock out. Nice.
That'll run out the clock, and that will end the first half. Great. Well, I don't know if I'm going to call it a great first half, but it was an interesting first half, Sly. What are your thoughts on what we saw in the first half here?
A lot of people would say it was bad football, but I saw just teams that missed opportunities. Bingham, amazing. I saw some great defensive fronts. I think that's first and foremost. You have to give credit to both defensive fronts of both of these football teams. They set the stage, set the standard, not allowed big runs to happen, kept the Von Ecke in check, kept Bingham's running game in check. That's first and foremost. So we had some great defenses, but this has been fun. There's been some miscues on both sides of the ball, but I think they're going to make it happen here in the second half.
Well, it's one of my favorite moments of the night. We get to give away a giant check. There it is right there, the UCCCU assist. KSL Sports is streaming tonight's game on the KSL Sports app, the KSL Plus app, and KSLSports.com. And as a part of the broadcast, Utah Community Credit Union is proud to present a scholarship to an amazing student from each school that KSL visits this year. And this week's winner is Josie Kilpack from Lehi High School. Josie Kilpack, her teachers say she's joyful, compassionate, and she's a friend to everyone she meets. She's currently serving as the Key Club president and is on the tennis team. She's a committed student who has achieved high academic marks. Josie is a dedicated sister as well, who champions and serves her younger siblings with spina bifida. She's an advocate and friend to all those in the disability community and others in need. Last year, she went to India with a group called Youth Making a Difference, where she worked in villages and at a school for at-risk girls. She will return to India this November to continue her service. Josie is a remarkable young woman who serves her family, her school, and beyond. Congratulations to Josie, and thanks to Utah Community Credit Union for their support of local high school athletes. UCCU, love where you bank. Congrats, Josie. And thank you all for watching. We'll be back shortly with the second half as Lehi leads Bingham 13-7 right here on Game Night Live.
You've been told that running is punishment. Let's help you make it your superpower. At Salt Lake Running Company, we're here to help you become a better athlete. From the gym to the track, SLRC offers all student athletes a 10% discount, free rewards, free custom shoe fits, and inserts that fit into athletic shoes and cleats. For 30 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped student athletes find the perfect fit that keeps them training and competing. Shop in-store or online at slrc.com today.
And now here's KSL Sports Rewind's top 5 plays and performances from Week 1. Number 5, we've got a little August trick and treat for you. Trenton Ludlow. Wait, where'd he come from? A little sneaky by Deegan Davis on this Canyon View touchdown.
Kind of like a trick play where they had him on the sideline talking to the coaches, but he was in illegal formation. And as soon as the ball snapped, the coach tells him to go. I don't know exactly if that's what happened.
It's a little Johnny Manziel look
play right there.
Yeah.
Exactly the play that came to my mind.
Meanwhile, a field goal. Wait, a field goal? We don't show field goals. Brecken Carr. Wait, it's not a field goal. How about the little fake field goal? Brecken Carr racing it in for the Lone Peak touchdown.
Brecken Carr now from 38. He hit from 37 a little bit ago. And it's a fake! And Carr's running! No flags! Would you believe it? Touchdown!
And how about the sharp-looking Spanish Fork Dons? A little hook and ladder. McKay Smith finds Nixon Warren, who laterals back to Caden Vest for 6.
Smith back to throw, looks down the slot, and there's going to be a catch and a pitch. Here's Caden Vest, he's in, touchdown, Spanish Fork.
Well, they set up the hook, they got the ladder,
And Vest is able to capitalize with 6 points there.
Number 4, we've got some tip receptions. Let's start with West. Back in coverage right off the receiver's hands and into the linebacker for the tip drill interception. How about the Jags with the teammate tip reception? Yeah, beautiful job. Larkin with the tip, Foley with the pick. And a rivalry game, Layton, Northridge. Look into the end zone, through the receiver's hands, and tip reception. Carson Brent for the Knights coming up with the end zone stop for that Knight defense. And finally, how about this? Westlake, Finn Maurer, little tip drill to himself. Yeah, next level defense here from Finn Maurer to generate the turnover.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Drops the pass, fires this one, and nearly wasn't picked up. It was.
Well, Finn Maurer, just a little bit of razzle and a little dazzle as he tips the ball to himself.
Number 3, we've got some Yaks. Let's start with Skyview. Cooper Karen, nice reception, little spin move. Did you know a Yak's only natural predator is a wolf? And a Morgan Trojan. He's brought down inside the 5. Nice move for extra yardage there by Karen.
Takes the handoff, pass complete for a first down and more. He breaks a tackle, spins out of it. He's down to the 10. 5 tackled at the 3-yard line.
Meanwhile, Roy Fremont, Rhett Slater. Remember what I said about a natural predator? A Yak also lives for 20 years, which is about how long this play felt, thanks to the elusivity of Rhett Slater. Finally brought down. Spin moves, change of direction. We'll see more on this one later. Tempu. A Yak has some of the tallest shoulders, almost as tall as Jaron Pula's shoulders, as he uses his shoulders to bounce off, fend off Lone Peak defenders 3-4 times on this play for Pula. Yak at its finest.
Rasmussen to throw on 1st and 5. Throws. That is complete. And a first down catch for Pula. Breaking tackles. Pula still on his feet and knocked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
5, Jaron Pula. And finally, a Yak's split hooves help it with stability and trekking up the mountain. No split hooves here for Ambrosio, but shows the stability and the trekking through the Lone Peak defense as Tempu had a shot late, but falls 31-24 to the Knights.
Rasmussen to throw. Throws. Caught. But Ambrosio breaks the tackle, and he gets in. Touchdown.
Second effort for wide receiver number 7. Number 2, we got some highlight grabs. Let's start up at Weber. Pleasant Grove, look into the end zone. Wade Christiansen through a pair of Weber defenders. What concentration and strength to haul this one in despite the contact on the touchdown for the Vikings. We'll head to North Summit, taking on South Summit, and the Buck stops here. Yeah, Buck Sargent, there's no stopping him. Great grab, taking on half of that South Summit defense as North Summit defeats South Summit for the first time in 10 years. Sargent, a great night in the win for the Braves. And finally, maybe the best catch of the week and maybe the season, Jerome Miles, one-handed in the end zone as Corner Canyon defends home turf and upsets IMG. The biggest win in state history. Miles had 3 touchdown catches on the night. This one the prettiest of the bunch. And your top plays of the week, back to Roy Fremont. Robert Young on the carry, makes a couple of men miss, a little shiftiness, and now in the open field, he's got the speed. Robert Young taking this 50-plus yards to the house for the touchdown. All right, that's a pretty strong rushing touchdown. Maybe a little bit later, let's mix it up. Through the air, Robert Young, 8-yard receiving touchdown. Nice night. Receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown. This one, though, this one's something to behold. Ball's on the turf. Special teams, Young makes a couple men miss. Thinks he has a lane. We're just going to cut this puppy back. I think he made all 11 Silver Wolves miss on this play. The stiff arm late, and now he's in the open field. Robert Young with a rushing, receiving, and special teams touchdown to help lead Roy past Fremont. And now Olympus Provo, special teams, and it's Nate Sheets bursting through for the punt block and the recovery for the touchdown. But Sheets' day wasn't done. 8 seconds later, 8 seconds later in coverage. Not anymore. He's on offense now. The interception, pick six. Sheets scores on the punt recovery, and then a pick six in a span of 8 seconds to help Olympus beat Provo. If you've got a top player performance you'd like to nominate, send them to us via your favorite social media platform at KSL Sports Rewind.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
You know, we are spoiled here in Utah. We have some of the best high school football players in the entire country and some of the best sports anchors.
Absolutely. Not tonight. It was on full display once again this weekend, so we're bringing you the top 5 plays of the week. It's the Game Night 5. Let's begin at number 5, this one coming from the Northridge Knights. Makai So puts the hurt on a Layton player, pushes the hit stick, and oh my goodness, where is the Tylenol?
His head's not in that helmet still. We confirm that. Final seconds of the first half between Pleasant Grove and Weaver. Oh, Wade Christensen pulling down the touchdown in traffic. My goodness, great concentration.
Number 3 goes to the defensive side. It's Finn Maurer with the concentration to catch the INT as he's falling and twisting to the ground. You do all that work in the offseason.
I love this play. Roy Royals, Robert Young on the kick return.
Say that 3 times
fast. Yeah, no kidding. We talk about cheat codes here. I mean, the guy had 3 touchdowns, but this was the highlight of the night. This spectacular kick return, somehow avoiding a plethora of tacklers.
It looked like Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl. Jerome Miles, enough said. One-handed over IMG Academy, right in front of his potentially future University of Utah football teammates.
I see that.
Dorian Singer, Isaac Wilson right there in the house. How about that?
Pretty awesome.
Could be. The win over IMG.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer or stop by any branch.
You've been told that running is punishment. Let's help you make it your superpower. At Salt Lake Running Company, we're here to help you become a better athlete. From the gym to the track, SLRC offers all student athletes a 10% discount, free rewards, free custom shoe fits, and inserts that fit into athletic shoes and cleats. For 30 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped student athletes find the perfect fit that keeps them training and competing. Shop in-store or online at slrc.com today.
And now here's KSL Sports Rewind's top 5 plays and performances from week 1. Number 5, we've got a little August trick and treat for you. Trenton Ludlow. Wait, where'd he come from? A little sneaky by Deegan Davis on this Canyon View touchdown.
Kind of like a trick play where they had him on the sideline talking to the coaches, but he was in illegal formation. And as soon as the ball snapped, the coach tells him to go. I don't know exactly if that's what happened.
It's a little Johnny Manziel look.
Right?
Play right there.
That's exactly the play that came to my mind.
Meanwhile, a field goal. Wait, a field goal? We don't show field goals. Brecken Carr. Wait, it's not a field goal. How about the little fake field goal? Brecken Carr racing it in for the Lone Peak touchdown.
Brecken Carr now from 38. He hit from 37 a little bit ago. And it's a fake! And Carr's running! No flags! Would you believe it? Touchdown!
And how about the sharp-looking Spanish Fork Dons? A little hook and ladder. McKay Smith finds Nixon Warren, who laterals back to Caden Vest for 6.
Smith back to throw, looks down the slot, and there's going to be a catch and a pitch. Here's Caden Vest, he's in, touchdown, Spanish Fork.
Well, they set up the hook, they got the ladder, and Vest is able to capitalize with 6 points there.
Number 4, we've got some tip receptions. Let's start with West. Back in coverage, right off the receiver's hands and into the linebacker for the tip drill interception. How about the Jags with the teammate tip reception? Yeah, beautiful job. Larkin with the tip, Foley with the pick. And a rivalry game, Layton, Northridge. Look into the end zone, through the receiver's hands, and tip reception. Carson Brent for the Knights coming up with the end zone stop for that Knight defense. And finally, how about this? Westlake, Finn Maurer, little tip drill to himself. Yeah, next level defense here from Finn Maurer to generate the turnover.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Drops the pass, fires this one, and nearly wasn't picked up. It was.
Well, Finn Maurer, just a little bit of razzle and a little dazzle as he tips the ball to himself.
Number 3, we've got some yaks. Let's start with Skyview. Cooper Karen, nice reception, little spin move. Did you know a yak's only natural predator is a wolf? And a Morgan Trojan. He's brought down inside the 5. Nice move for extra yardage there by Karen.
Takes the handoff, pass complete for a first down and more. He breaks a tackle, spins out of it. He's down to the 10. 5 tackled at the 3-yard line.
Meanwhile, Roy Fremont, Rhett Slater. Remember what I said about a natural predator? A yak also lives for 20 years, which is about how long this play felt, thanks to the elusivity of Rhett Slater. Finally brought down. Spin moves, change of direction. We'll see more on this one later. Tempu. A yak has some of the tallest shoulders, almost as tall as Jaron Pula's shoulders, as he uses his shoulders to bounce off, fend off Lone Peak defenders 3-4 times on this play for Pula. Yak at its finest.
Rasmussen to throw on 1st and 5. Throws. That is complete. And a first down catch for Pula. Breaking tackles. Pula still on his feet and knocked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Jaron Pula. And finally, a yak's split hooves help it with stability and trekking up the mountain.
Welcome back to Lehi High School here on Game Night Live. The Pioneers at home lead the Bingham Miners 13-7. Jeremiah Jensen, Stevenson Sylvester with you. Before we get back to the game action, a little shout out to the people here at Lehi. This is
that looks delicious.
That is a wagon wheel. That is not a real wagon wheel. That is a donut.
The Utah Pioneers.
And I can't eat this.
Neither can I, if my wife is watching.
I don't know any human that could eat this.
We're not eating this.
This looks like one of those food challenges you have to do at a restaurant to get a free t-shirt or something.
It looks great.
So shout out to Lehi. If you're at the game, go get yourself a wagon wheel. So that's pretty sweet. That's the only sweet thing tonight. This game has been anything but sweet. Very physical game. A lot of penalties. We've had an ejection already. These two teams don't like each other for some reason, and they showed it in the first half.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do some more research on what's behind it. There's been a lot of animosity,
yes,
especially to start the game. It's been just like a Utah-BYU type rivalry to start the game. But it's been a great game. It starts with defense, right? Defense wins championships, but both of these defenses have put on great performances here in that first half. And now the defense has got to take you home. Which defense is going to give up a lot, which is going to give up a little, and that's going to lead us to the end of this game. I tell you, there's going to be big defensive performance here in the second half, and whoever does that is going to win this football game.
Bingham will get the ball first. They won the toss to start the game and deferred to the second half, and this is where that pays off. They trail just by 6 at halftime, 13-7. That's not going to be returned. So Aiden Dunn, who had a nice first half, he had a lot of great balls that were dropped, but of course connected on a big one with John Kulamushi, who was his top target in the first half. Not a lot going on for both offenses in that first half. Defense has won the day so far, but let's see what happens here in the second half, as both teams had a chance to make adjustments at halftime. First play of the second half for Bingham. Dunn has trips to his left. He's going to hand it off to Larson. Not much there.
Pretty good surge up front, but got a 2-yard pickup there. Great job by the Lehi defensive end. Sweat crashing down there. Not allowing him to get extra yards there, but a good first play out of the half.
We've got an upset alert in 6A football tonight.
It's a big one.
The Lone Peak Knights lead the 6th ranked in the country Corner Canyon Chargers 28-7.
Not just the city, but the country.
28-7, Lone Peak over the defending 6A state champs. And not only is the score bad news for Corner Canyon, but they've lost their 5-star wide receiver, Jerome Miles, to injury. He's on crutches on the sideline in that game up in Highland tonight. So just shows you anything can happen here in Utah high school football. The Chargers seemed invincible one week against IMG, and now a lot of questions moving forward if they can't come back, and they have to do it without Jerome Miles. Dunn over the middle. Doty dropped it on 3rd down. He heard footsteps behind him. The defense was right there. Not sure he would have got to the sticks anyway, so Wicker may have to come on and punt this away.
He's got to run a route that's deep enough to get the first down. Unfortunately, Lehi played that great. They came down, made it really aggressive. They played the sticks, which means they're not backing up past the first down marker. They sat right there and made the play.
Great play by Carson Wren on defense. Nice high punt by Wicker. Not the distance he wanted, but he gets the bounce. That's going to keep Mays from returning it, which is I think what they really care about. Madsen showed off his wheels on Lehi's only touchdown of the first half. A 50-yard connection from Jet New to Mays Madsen. We got a flag on the field. Of course we do. It's been that kind of night.
Might be holding. Which sucks. I mean, you didn't even catch the ball. That's the discussion here.
Foul. Face mask. Bingham, number 4. 15 yards will be added to the end of the run. First down, Lehi.
The Raiders are jealous of Bingham's penalties tonight.
It's been a lot, man. It has been a lot.
So that's not going to be on the punt. They're going to get the ball and then move it up. So Lehi's going to start this drive on the Bingham 42-yard line. New over the middle. Boom. Caught. Oh, bounce around. Intercepted. What a play.
Still on the
Still going. All the way into Lehi territory. Big tackle by Rock Olson, but not before a big return for the Bingham defense.
Well, great play by the safety. Hey, coming down and dislodging the ball, having the ball out and getting it to your defender. But watch this here. Great throw, but even better play.
Suka Finau had the interception.
Mason Driffill with the hit on the ball carrier to pop that ball up and get a great return. Now we got to see what the penalty is. It might be a sideline interference. penalty. Again, Bingham's made a crap ton of plays tonight.
Yes, they have.
But they've also made a crap ton of penalties that set them back.
Oh, boy. Finau paid a price. Rock Olson blew him up.
Number 72.
And that's where the penalty is.
15-yard penalty. First down.
Big boy Rock Olson. That's got to be all-name team as well. Rock?
Oh, for sure. Yes, we got a Rock and a Charger and a Diesel.
Yeah.
What other inanimate objects can we put on our all-name team?
You're 300 pounds and your name is Rock. You got to be on the team.
So that one goes in favor of Bingham, and they are in business at their Lehi 25-yard line. Dunn outside. The catch is made. Dancing around, trying to get some yards is Dylan Golder. Didn't get much, about 3 yards.
Oh, another penalty.
And we got a flag again.
What is that?
Yeah.
Who is it on, though? Is it on Bingham? Oh, my gosh. Unsportsmanlike. It's after the play, so the down counted. Again, you are kicking yourself. The last one was on Lehi, but yeah, for some reason, this is really chippy out
here. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 0, Bingham. 15-yard penalty, second down.
I was watching Charger Doty. He didn't look at anybody, but he was definitely talking. So whatever he said is what got him the penalty. Again, this is a culture moment for Coach Johnson of the Bingham Miners. He's got to get his team under control. You have Lehi in a position where you can strike, take advantage, take the lead, build momentum, but you keep shooting yourself in the foot.
That was a big one.
Yes, it was.
Done. Pressure comes, screen tipped away. Nice play by the Lehi defense. That's Panisimani Taki with the deflection.
Yeah, good job.
Third down and 22 for Bingham now. After the penalty and the incomplete pass, after they were first and 10 at the Lehi 25 after the interception and the personal foul call.
Under pressure.
Blitz comes. Aiden Dunn gets outside. Throws. Caught, but well short.
You got a good field goal kicker here, so.
That pass was completed.
See if he can get 3 points out of this drill here. Looks like that guy needs some pickle juice.
Uh-oh, we got cramps.
Gain of about 10 yards on the field, or on the play. It will now be fourth down and 13.
Yeah, they'll kick this field
Charger
goal.
Doty's cramping up. He's playing both ways tonight.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And it was hot. We were talking about it earlier when we came out. Team's warming up on the turf. No surprise, you're going to see some cramping here. As you do this time of year. You see the scoreboard, 13-7. Lehi leads Bingham with 9:22 left. I imagine they're going to attempt a field goal here. We will see.
It's fourth down, Lehi. Oh, it's get loud.
Yes. So Riley Wicker comes on to attempt a 45-yard field goal. So cut the lead to 3. They fire. They don't have it. There's trouble. Lehi takes him down to midfield. Couldn't get the snap down, and no field goal attempt, and the Lehi defense comes up big.
Oh, my gosh.
If you're Bingham right now, you're just what happened? We were first and 10 at the Lehi 25.
Ugh. Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Tough break for the Miners.
Yeah, it is. They got some pieces. They just got to put it together. Really sucks to see things like that where you're there. You're almost there. You have the talent. You definitely have some skill guys. You got a quarterback who can throw. Got to work on accuracy. He's only a sophomore. But yeah, man, you got some things to work on.
1st and 10, Lehi. They take over at their own 41-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it down after the botched field goal attempt. So here comes New and the Pioneers. He's pressured. Eka dances, bounces outside, turns upfield, down at the 45-yard line into Bingham territory. Nice tackle made.
Lala Peppa.
By Lala Peppa.
That's a big boy.
Look, number 77, watch Lala Peppa catch Devon Eka here. Wow.
That is how you run them. That's how you get a D1 scholarship.
That's a 6 foot, 310 defensive lineman.
That's how you
Eka
get a D1 scholarship. That should be the first play on your highlight tape.
Wow.
Because Devon Eka has elite
touchdown.
speed. Oh, yeah. If he wasn't there, if he was loafing, oh, my goodness. Put that on your highlight tape. That's amazing.
New over the middle. High throw. Caught. What a play.
I told you, he's been throwing the ball excessively high. He took a shot. He took a shot, too.
Griffin Fa'a-Mausili with another great catch. He's having a night.
Yeah, his passes have been really high all night, but Fa'a-Mausili is a big receiver. That's a big target right there. 6'2", 6'3". Looks like he has great jumping ability.
2nd and 1. They're going to give Eka. Ooh, they're going to have a TFL here. Great job by the Bingham defense. Several guys up there.
Look at that penetration. Oh, my goodness. That's what you want right there. You shoot the gap. You know it's run. You see these pulling old linemen. You shoot the gap like this right here. Great job by that linebacker. Seeing exactly what he wanted to see in that and causing a TFL, making it 3rd down and 4. This is a great job.
Suka Finau got there right in front of him and made the tackles. Finau just had the interception on the last series. We got another flag. I don't know what that is about. This is...
Again,
this is something.
Coach Johnson, I would call a timeout and gather this team.
They had halftime to do that.
I know you did, but you got to do something. This is the winning parts of the game. You're playing great defense.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Bingham, number 27.
Shooting yourself in the
15-yard
foot.
penalty. 1st down.
Oh, that's a big one. Whew. They're on the red zone fringe now because of that. That is unfortunate.
Big, big penalty, and not the kind you can live with if you're a head coach. You can't have this. You're in this game. It's 13-7. This is a tight battle, and Lehi doesn't need your charity.
No, they don't. And but it all just speaks to undiscipline. Right now, you seen at the beginning of the game, some guy got ejected for it, and you continue on. Even your leader, Charger Doty's got one. It's just very undisciplined football right now by the Bingham Niners.
Looking for Fa'a-Mausili. Almost had it. Great coverage.
It was really good coverage. You made him stretch it out. He had to run a double route right there. Came free. Just slightly overthrown. Great route, too. Out and up. Made him stretch for it. That's when
just
you take
a little
a shot
contact
right
by Denzel Peoples threw off the rhythm there.
By just enough.
Yep.
Just enough.
New. Madsen.
Holding.
Showing off his speed. He's taken down. He's past the marker. But again, there's a flag on the field. And I have a feeling this is coming back.
Yeah, man.
Well, this game has been physical, but
for sure.
Also sloppy.
Man, I love to see guys like Mace Madsen Devon Eka get the ball in the open field. You're just like, yes, yes, yes. You get excited. Those guys are dynamic, and they can make short plays go long. Absolutely love it.
I'll tell you what, though, this Bingham defense has done a terrific job limiting both of those dynamic players.
Yeah, really, though.
Outside of the Madsen touchdown, they have not allowed big plays from both of those guys.
Below the waist. Offense, number 66. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
Out in space.
Monte Havea, the guilty party.
That pushes him back. Replay second down.
Just these teams taking turns with
This is like
penalties.
a boxing match, right? The blows. Somebody gets hit with a haymaker, somebody else hits him with a haymaker, except the haymakers are penalties.
But the coaches aren't going to be happy. Oh, man, the film session is going to be rough for both teams.
Do you even watch film, or you just yell at them? Right?
Just make them run gassers or something. Blitz coming. New.
Oh.
The heat comes. He's going down.
Ball's out, too. Oh, did he get it back?
What a job by Bingham.
Oh, my God. Did you see that inside pressure?
That was
La Peppa. Woof.
That was some heat, and number 56 is the one who got there for
Look
the sack.
Look at this inside pressure right here.
This is Viliami Moala, the junior.
Ooh.
315-pound junior defensive lineman. He played at Davis for a bit last year. Moved away, now he's back in the state. That's a big-time talent. And he shows there.
JC Tupia also creating pressure from the inside there, making it extremely difficult.
New overthrows that incomplete. So that drive, again, Bingham had a drive of what could have been, and now Lehi has the same thing. And
you kicked this field goal or what?
Where's the line of scrimmage here?
It's at the 43.
43-yard line?
60-yard field goal. You think you can make that?
60? They're sending him out. Or is he sending out to punt? I bet he's punting. He's punting. Maybe they're tempted. I'd love to see a 60-yard field goal attempt.
I mean, why not?
This game's probably a little too tight.
The problem is you got Ed Reed over there.
Yeah. So Fenn is going to punt. So much for that fun idea. But it's the right call.
Yes, it is.
So Doty is back to receive the punt. I'm not surprised by the score. I'm not surprised by how physical the game has been, that the defense has been dominating this game. Just the penalties are just boggling my mind. That has really been the story tonight, and that's not a story anybody wants to have be the headline.
Wow.
Oof, that not one of Fenn's best moments.
I think that went 10 yards. Oh, they're giving it. They're giving them all the way down to the 25. Oh, no.
Not done yet.
30. He's guessing. I would have called it out.
That felt like a
35.
Price is Right game for a minute. The price kept going up and up and up.
Yeah,
I'll mark it at the 30.
Not a good punt. That went 15 yards.
Yeah, that's not what they wanted.
Not at all.
Well, Bingham has a gift here. So after all of that, the score remains 13-7. Bingham's only down 6. Their offense takes the field now. They're one strike away from taking the lead. Here on the road against the second-ranked team in the state. Dunn keeps up the middle.
Oh, no. Who's that?
That wasn't Dunn, was it?
With Damon Gibbons, DB in the game. It's a good pickup right there. 6 yards on first down. Little Wildcat. Damon Gibbons back at quarterback.
This is an interesting development.
Yeah, that was not a clean handoff.
So Dunn is not in at quarterback right now.
The ball carrier tackled by number 11.
Our roster says that number 12 is Damon Gibbons, but I don't think that's Damon Gibbons.
Yeah.
The other quarterbacks listed on the varsity roster are number 6, Boston Singley, and number 7, Teki Finau. Teki Finau, 6'2", 220. That does match the description of the player we're seeing out there right now. Nice pass and catch. Big hit to finish it. But not before the Chargers get a big gain.
Look at this! Look at this escapability right here. He could run or pass, but great job right there. Great touch on that ball right there. Great open field moves. Look at this, step up in the pocket, hit that crossing route, nice dump play, led his receiver, picked up those extra yardage. Bingham, again, in Lehi territory. Down by 6, still the third quarter.
2:44 left to play in this quarter.
Somebody's getting helped off.
Got an injury. We got an injury timeout. We're going to take one as well. 13-7, Lehi leads Bingham here on Game Night Live.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there. They're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
At UCCU, we've learned that people prefer more. And not just more, but a lot more. That's why UCCU created Elevated Checking. Elevated provides everything you'd expect from the best checking account anywhere and more. A lot more. Like loan discounts, overdraft forgiveness, and free ATMs nationwide. Just visit UCCU.com.
And elevate your checking.
So we're back to the action here. 2:40 in the third quarter. Thanks to KSL sports reporter Brian Priest for this information. We have confirmed that it is Teki Finau at quarterback, wearing number 12. That is not what he's listed on the roster, but we will adjust. Finau now in, and he just completed a big pass into Lehi territory. Finau will keep. Big body, carries it, gets only about a yard or two. Score update from Highland. Lone Peak leads Corner Canyon 28-14 in the third quarter. About 5:18 left third quarter is the last score we received. Two minutes left here in the third quarter. Finau at quarterback. Takes a shot to the end zone.
Oh, that's PI.
A lot of air on it. Did they get the flag?
I don't know. It was intercepted.
Oh, it was intercepted.
There was a lot of contact, but I believe the corner turned around and fell into the receiver. That is legal. That is how you play the deep ball. Great job on that, and the safety came over and made the play right there. That is picked. That is exactly how you want to do it. If the ball is hanging up, don't, I want to say foul, but don't hit the receiver. Turn around and allow your safety to come over and make the play. Great job right here. Look at this quarterback play. You're making contact, but turn around and look. Good. There was simultaneous contact right there from Falamisi as well.
What a play by Murphy Madsen.
Yes.
Playing center field there and doing it pretty well. The junior, 5'10", 165-pound safety comes over and does his job. And Lehi has the ball back on the interception. New rolls to his right, throws deep, wide open. Catch is made. 40, 30, 20, 10. Into the end zone for the touchdown. 87 yards. Carter Cutler with the touchdown. And the Miners are up 12.
Yeah, the junior receivers had a nice night. He's made a lot of good plays tonight. Even on the Mays Madsen touchdown, he's the one who got the key block on the Bingham defender that sprung Mays Madsen all the way into the end zone. That right there is a breakdown in coverage from Bingham. Lehi takes advantage right there. First play after the interception. I like it. Great play right there.
The extra point by Gavin Fenn is good, and the Pioneers take a 20-7 lead. Another look at the touchdown.
Great look. Carter's not the tallest, but he stretched out and got that ball right there. Eased up a little bit, then almost got caught, but good race all the way into the end zone. Yeah, everybody's paying attention to Mays Madsen right there. You got three guys that are paying attention to Mays Madsen right there. And somebody forgot to drop to the left third. Carter was wide open.
What a strike. Shows you how explosive Lehi is, just like that. Boom, 13-point lead. Bingham just got to be kicking themselves right now, Sly. They had opportunities there. They made some great plays, and they could not capitalize and get into the end zone or get the field goal up. And now they're looking at a 2-touchdown deficit. And they've got a second quarterback in now, too, as well. They're dealing with some adversity now. Let's see how they respond.
Nice kick.
And State goes into the end zone for a touchback, and the Miners ball first and 10 at 20.
Haven't seen touchbacks by either team, or haven't seen returns by either team in this game. It's got some great kicking. Well, this is going to come down to this fourth quarter here, about to start shortly, and what they can do. Bingham really hasn't gotten a lot going offensively. They've had their opportunities, but penalties and missed opportunities have been to their detriment. They've hurt themselves in this football game. They got talent, missed blocks, instant penetration by the Lehi defense has not allowed Bingham to do much. Now you got a change of quarterback here late in the third quarter. Seeing what he could do.
We don't have any information on Dunn if he's injured, but Finau is now the quarterback for Bingham. Screen pass, intercepted!
Wow. Great play.
What an athletic play! Did he hold on to it? No, nearly. We've talked about Paul Latu, and
yes,
from our angle, I thought he had it. He just could not keep it all the way down to the turf.
Yeah,
and it was jarred loose. But what an athletic effort by Latu on the screen pass.
Yeah, he just fell on that shoulder and hit the ground and just missed it. But Paul Latu's a heck of an athlete playing that middle linebacker position. He roams and protects the middle better than anybody.
Finau hands it off up the middle. A yard or two. They go back to Larson on the carry.
Now bring up 3rd and 7 for the Miners at the 23-yard line. Third down, Lehi.
Isaac Sweat, number 90, had the tackle. That Lehi defense up front doing a really good job against that very big and physical Bingham offensive line tonight. Dunn's back in. Taking a shot deep over the top. Comes back to get it, incomplete. Great job on defense by Lehi. Jager was back there.
Filimishi, man, we've told you, he gets past the defenders, and he could do it. This ball is just short. If you lead the receiver in any type of way, that's a touchdown. That's 2 missed opportunities on deep balls to Filimishi, where he's gotten by the defender with a better ball. It's a touchdown.
Wicker with a kick. This one's low, and oh, Madsen botched it. He got lucky. It bounced off one of his teammates and into the hands of a Lehi special teams player, but that was nearly a disaster for Lehi. Boy, so much drama tonight. It's been a roller coaster ride. I'm emotionally spent.
I honestly don't know.
And I don't have a dog in the fight. I can't imagine what it's like for some of the people here watching.
Oh, yeah.
This has been quite a ride here tonight here at Lehi, and we still got a quarter to go. The Pioneers, this is a key drive here. They could really put some distance between them and Bingham right now. Eka trying to find that edge, cuts it up. Ooh, you can see the speed. He was 1 tackle away. I think it was number 9 that was able to get the shoestring tackle. Mason Driffle.
Yeah, those type of plays right there is what gets Devon Eka going. He's able to breathe just for a little bit and gets to going, get the nice 15-yard, 20-yard gain. Next thing you know, he's going to pop one for 60 yards on a run. Just get him going, and he's off to the races. That'll be the end of this third quarter, though.
That is it for the third quarter. What a wild first 36 minutes of this game. Can't wait for the final 12. We'll bring them to you next. Lehi leads Bingham 20-7 here on Game Night Live.
I'm told that running is punishment. Let's help you make it your superpower. At Salt Lake Running Company, we're here to help you become a better athlete. From the gym to the track, SLRC offers all student athletes a 10% discount, free rewards, free custom shoe fits, and inserts that fit into athletic shoes and cleats. For 30 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped student athletes find the perfect fit that keeps them training and competing. Shop in-store or online at slrc.com today.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Here we go, the final 12 minutes of Lehi and Bingham. The Pioneers on the Miners' 37-yard line with a 20-7 lead. Big drive here for Lehi. Bingham trying to get the stop. The Miners offense has struggled tonight, so they're going to need all the time they can get. Touchdown here for Lehi might be it. Jet News going to roll out to his right. Now he's going to run. Close to the marker. Nice effort by New.
It looks like this was going to come back for holding.
And a flag. How many tonight on both sides?
Love seeing these big boys run downfield.
How about Peppa?
He's amazing. That's a big boy running down the field, multiple back-to-back plays. He doesn't come out. A lot of defensive tackles rotate. This guy doesn't rotate. He's in there pushing the pocket every single time and chasing the defenders down. Lehi is still very much in this game.
Holding offense number 63. 10 yards from the previous spot. Still first down.
Excuse me, Bingham is still very much in this game. They make a couple plays. They're down by 13 points. 2 scores, they're up by 1.
Got to get a stop here.
Yeah.
That helps. The holding penalty certainly helps. 1st and 20 now for Lehi from the Bingham 47-yard line. Eka reverse. Madsen, room to run. Blockers downfield to the center of the field. Another move. Madsen is going to take it to the house. 47 yards, his 2nd touchdown of the night. It's pretty good speed for a baseball player.
Pretty good speed for any athlete. That guy moves.
I'm joking.
Oh, my goodness.
What a play.
But again, who do you get the ball to? Got to get the ball to your playmakers. Any type of way you can. Mays Madsen, you can move him all across the field. You can do a wildcat with him. You can do all these different things. You can do the reverse pass. Mays Madsen has elite speed, dynamic playmaking ability, and as you can see in the open field, there's nobody who's going to catch him.
Then with the extra point, and Lehi has taken control of this ball game here in the 4th quarter, up 27-7. Another look on this tremendous play by Mays Madsen. The reverse worked.
I just love the blocking. The blocking was elite. Downfield, the angles of the blocks allowed that to perfectly happen. One, it was a big game, and then you get a big game, it's up to the runner after that, right? He's got to put it on, and that's exactly what Mesa. He has great vision in the open field, set up the defenders to make himself able to cut back downfield and get into the end zone. It's a big night for Mays Madsen. He's done a terrific job. Now a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown here.
Great play call by Ed Larson. Bingham was caught off guard. And now this is a massive uphill climb for Bingham. Then with the kickoff, no chance to return that. So the Miners will start at their own 20.
He's got a leg. Is he taking like a one-step drop step and kicking it out of the end zone?
He's strong.
Yeah.
He's the next level kicker.
For sure. He's got accuracy.
Made some big kicks for them over the years.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. Well, it went from a 6-point game.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah. Brick killed the guy.
Miners might want to lay low for a little while, find a safe house. Oh, another drop. That's tough. John Kulamushi could not hold on to it. This Lehi defense has done a pretty good job. Bingham's helped them in moments. There's been a lot of drop passes and penalties, whatever, but this Lehi defense has really been up to the task tonight. So Dunn's back in the game. Kulamushi with the catch. This time he holds on to it. Doesn't get much, though. Abe Jager does a great job in coverage. Yeah, we don't know why Bingham had to make a quarterback change, whether they were maybe Dunn was shaken up a little bit or they just wanted to try something different. They're trying to figure some things out offensively, but Dunn is back in and looks healthy.
Well, yeah, I mean, and here he's got to realize a nice quarterback draw right here would be perfect. But he's got to realize, pick up the first down first before you take a chunk play.
About 3rd and 3, Dunn.
QB draw, run it.
Pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage.
He's got to run that ball right there. The middle opened up like the Red Sea.
Panisi Mani Taki uses that length to bat the ball down at the line of scrimmage. 6'3", 220 pounds. And
great play.
Bingham's going to have to punt.
Yeah, punt the football.
Unless they go for it.
Well, I ain't got nothing else to lose.
You're right.
They're
and
trying,
I think that's exactly
teach
what
their
they're going to
team
do.
something here, which I like, but they need some more discipline from me.
They already used the fake punt earlier, so I'm not sure they could bite on that.
And that worked
one.
to perfection. That was great. Great call.
They didn't get it off.
Yeah, this
They have
hurts.
to call timeout.
Yeah, they should have did that tight formation on the last drive.
So they'll have more time to talk this over. Let's see if they change their minds about that. But you're right. It's 27-7. Don't have anything to lose here. They need a spark. They need to try to get something going. And it's short yardage. It's only a 3-yard pickup that they need to keep this drive alive. And they're officially marking it as 4th down and 2. You see the distance there. So beautiful night for football once again, as always, here on the Wasatch Front. We're enjoying this game and games across the state tonight. Here they go on 4th down. Dunn under center. He's going to throw it. They miss, and they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I should have ran that QB draw on that 3rd down. It was wide open. That's just quarterback recognition right there. First you got to get the ball out quick. It's 3rd and short. The play's got to be bang bang. You got a fast defense. Also, your second option is the middle. The middle of the field's going to run wide open. Yeah, he's got to hit his guy early. He hit the flat.
Yeah.
That's quarterback development right there. He's got to watch this tape, really assess, really know situational football, 3rd and short, 4th and short. What is a win? Keeping my offense on the field is a win. Going for the win, and you can see that multiple times tonight. You want those big chunk plays, and that's just not quarterback mentality.
Jet New in the pocket, going for it all.
Nice.
Caught, touchdown Lehi. How about that, Abe Jager? The cornerback comes in, plays some receiver, and gets a touchdown, 28 yards. And the Pioneers have taken a close game and turned it into a blowout. Jager, the transfer from Alta. We saw him last year. He was a key member of that Alta team that made a surprise run to the state semifinals. And now he's wearing a Pioneer uniform, and he has a touchdown, and now it's 34-7 Lehi.
Yeah. Well, we said it'd come down to who plays better defense, and the Lehi defense has definitely stepped up in this second half. They have shown absolutely no mercy to this Bingham offense. This Bingham offense, one, they've really hurt themselves on multiple occasions, but I think it's been a combination of great play calling. This offense, as soon as they get a comfortable lead, they feel more comfortable. I felt like Jet New's passes have been a lot better, a lot more accurate, a lot more catchable, for his receivers, and has made this offense look unstoppable here in the second half. But hats off to this offensive line, giving Jet New opportunities in blocking, like on the reverse to Mays Madsen. It was an amazing job blocking that football. They had amazing leverage all over that play. And here they are again, first play after the turnover on downs. Touchdown, Lehi.
More scores around the state in the 6A classification. Brighton from 5A beats Riverton 42-14. Skyridge has a 17-14 lead over Cherry Creek, Colorado, just on the other side of the freeway here. Pleasant Grove leads Granger 21-19 late in the third. American Fork has a 34-15 lead over West in the third quarter. Davis pounding Mountain Ridge right now. This is a bit of a surprise as far as the the amount of the lead. 40-14 right now, late in the fourth quarter. Orem has come back to take a 24-19 lead over Farmington. Fremont leads Bonneville 40-13 in the fourth. Tackle made there, no gain. Westlake leads Cedar Valley 14-7 in the third. Layton leading Skyline 30-6. Syracuse with a 24-17 lead over Harriman in the fourth. And Roy leads Weber in a great one up north, 36-34 in the fourth quarter, and a score that a lot of people are paying attention to right now. Lone Peak still has that 28-14 lead over Corner Canyon with 6:41 left in the fourth quarter. This is Finau back in the game. Techie Finau. So they go back to Finau on the quarterback.
Yeah, I think Aiden Jones is done. Or Aiden Dunn, sorry, is done.
Uh-oh. Don't want to see that late in the game, but Lehi's got an injury. That's Fuapana Mama, number 11.
There's 3 Mama brothers on this football team.
Mama.
Oh, Mama. That's Ace Ventura for me.
We're dropping all kinds of references tonight. We've reached that point of the broadcast.
Oh, yes, definitely.
We've got I Think You Should Leave. We've got Anchorman. We've got Ace Ventura.
Chicago.
We'll have more coming up here shortly. Finau trying to make something happen.
It's a good play right there.
Yeah.
Picked up the first down, keeps us going.
Catch is made.
It's a great job.
On first down.
4 or 5 yards on that. Picked up 4 yards, make a second down and 6. This is
Monty Tuau with the catch.
For the Miners at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he can run that QB draw.
He's a big body, he's strong.
It's a QB keep on the read play right there. He gets downhill quick. He's very decisive. He is just like a running back when he's running that football. Not like a traditional quarterback doing it, and that might be the move. You know, get him a little bit more development, understanding the playbook, make him a deep ball threat with his arm.
Incomplete pass. Fahu Tahi, the former Minnesota Viking and BYU Cougar, is the offensive coordinator for Bingham. And it's just his third game there. He talked to him real briefly before the game that they got a lot of work to do. They're trying to get this offense going. It takes time. I mean, Sly, you know, if you played a lot of football, when you have new coaches, new coordinators, it takes a little bit of time. There's been a lot of issues here tonight for Bingham, but you see the talent on the field. They've got dudes.
Yeah, for sure.
Finau again on the move. Catch is made.
Great job. He does a great job.
Threw it behind the line of scrimmage, the referees say. No flag.
No flag, yeah. He does a great job of stepping up into the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield. Look at the ball here. Sees it, steps up a little bit. Oh, I don't want to run. Great. When he sees these linebackers and defenders right there at that line, he knows somebody's going to come right behind him. So he does a great job at feeling where the line of scrimmage is and not crossing that threshold.
Dylan Golder the catch. First down. Catch is made. Oh boy, what a play.
My goodness.
On defense.
Here comes the boom.
Monty Tuau with the catch, but he paid a price.
Oh yeah.
That's good football right there. Number 7, Ozzie Williams with the stick.
It's beautiful technique. Good follow through. Way to run your feet through the defender or through the offensive guy. Ozzie Williams, picture perfect. That'll be on the highlight. I like it.
2nd and 8. Finau in trouble. He's going to roll out. Looking downfield. Now he's going to run. He gets down to the 30-yard line. Nice play by Finau.
I think he trots. He just trotted 16 yards there. It's not bad. Get this here. Keep his eyes downfield. Great escapability right here. Good decision. Good decision. This offense, they're moving. This is some good moving. Haven't seen much of this from Bingham in the night. It's a good movement here.
Finau, nice throw over the middle, incomplete. The ball looked good, but it was to no one. A little miscommunication there. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30. Clock does stop on the incomplete pass. Things escalated quickly here in the 4th quarter. Went from 13-7 to 34-7 really fast. Now Finau's got to pick it up and go. And
good decision for him.
He gets about 4 yards.
4 or 5 yards on that. A broken play. It was a low snap right at his feet.
Pressure comes. Finau's in trouble. Caught. Wow. Just threw it up for grabs. Nice catch there by number 2, Dylan Golder. That moves the chains.
This is all Techie Finau on this here. Great job right here. Keeping eyes downfield, rolling to your left with pressure, leading the receiver, picking up that first down. Great job. Great job by Lehi at bringing pressure. That was not an easy throw, but great athletic job right there by Finau, and great completion, keeping this drive up going.
So the Miners in the red zone. Clock stopped with 5:23 to play. Finau hand it off. The runners tripped up pretty quickly. That was Tahi with the carry.
Tahi, the ball carrier for Bingham, gaining a yard down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 9.
See here, 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this football game.
Finau's going to run it. Trying to get to the edge. Pushed out of bounds. He's near the marker.
Let's see here. That Corner Canyon game's coming down to the wire. It's 2 minutes left in that, and 21-7, 21-28. Lone Peak leads that one.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. Still 2nd down.
Yeah, when Bingham has to go watch the tape after this one. Missed opportunities, number 1. Number 2, the penalties. You just cannot win at this level. The high school football in Utah is too good. If you want to beat teams like Lehi on the road, you've got to play clean, and they have really struggled to do that.
Yeah, they have. You're not going to win many football games if you're hurting yourself. Can't help the other team.
Finau over the middle, threw behind the receiver. Incomplete. Be third down. And the long. About 19 yards for a first down.
Third and 19 for the Miners at the 22-yard line.
Finau over the middle, throws, almost intercepted. Paul Latu. That's twice tonight he's been so close.
So close.
To an interception. Could not haul it in.
He's got shrimp fingers. Make it happen.
Nice athletic play, though, to go across his body. And
yeah, it is. He was right there. He was right there. Great linebacker play, great presence over the middle. We come away with the next one.
It's fourth down, Lehi. Oh, it's Kevlau.
Finau on fourth down. Catch is made. Can he get to the sticks? Yes.
Oh my goodness.
What a play. Yeah, I think Tahi's got the first.
That's just how you drew it up, right?
Absolutely.
Throw it short and make it happen. Great job.
Nice catch. Give Tahi credit. This is his play of the game here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean,
Finau got nicked up there. I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I mean, Tahi does a great job. Makes one cut and goes. Great acceleration. But one cut, he's not dancing around. He's like, I got to get this first. I don't know exactly what yard line I got to get to. And he makes that happen.
All right, first and goal for Bingham.
Yep, nice.
Into the end zone for the touchdown, Teki Finau. And the Miners have their first touchdown of the second half. Look, the game's out of reach, but that's something for their offense to build on as they get ready for next week. Nice drive by the Miners. Convert on fourth down and finish it off with a touchdown.
Offsides.
Doesn't get any easier for Bingham. Next week they host Skyridge. Lehi will hit the road and go play Harriman.
Encroachment, defense, half the distance to the goal, replay the try. Officials timeout.
Speaking of Skyridge, they have a 24-14 lead over Cherry Creek, Colorado tonight. American Fork 41-15 over West. They bounced back after a loss to Orem last week. 2-point conversion, easy. Tahi finishes, and the Miners get 2 points on the board, and now trail 34-15 with 3:49 left to play. Here's another look at the score.
Great job by Finau. He orchestrated that drive perfectly. That's the offensive efficiency they've needed all game. With the one penalty, they still able to make it happen with great efficiency on that drive.
Our red zone sponsor, Smoke Taco. And our touchdown and scoring sponsor, Lehi Palmer.
Lehi's been ringing the bell tonight, 34 points. It wasn't easy for Lehi's offense. This Bingham defense is really good. It took them a while to break through. They finally were able to do that here in the fourth quarter. But teams in Region 3 are going to watch this film closely, as Bingham was able to do a lot of things to give this Lehi offense some challenges.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that other teams just don't have. The defensive line play from Bingham.
That's fair.
Absolutely terrific. Are they going to just let it roll? Offsides?
What? Interesting.
Pop-up kick. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
An illegal kick. Pop-up kick, he called it.
What is that? It had to hit the ground. He didn't let it touch the ground. Okay. Yeah, an outside kick, it has to hit the ground first.
Correct.
You can't just do a little pop.
So Lehi wants to make sure they have their hands team ready. They lead by 19. We continue to fall scores around the state. And again, Lone Peak leads Corner Canyon 28-21. The last score we received and last update is with 90 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That would be quite an upset, as Corner Canyon is ranked number 6 in the country this week after they upset IMG Academy at their home in Draper. So for Lone Peak to turn around the next week and get the win.
So sack on the final play of the Corner Canyon game to end it.
There you go.
Peak.
So they get Helam and Kasuga, and that's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
So Lone Peak has upset Corner Canyon tonight.
28
Bingham gets the onside kick. So the Miners, you got to love the fight. And the execution there was pretty good.
Yes, it was.
Lehi even had time to make sure that they had their hands team, and they knew it was coming, and Bingham still was able to execute it. Terrific job by the Miners. There's another look. Riley Wicker with a great job, and the Miners get it done. So their offense is not done tonight. They get another shot here at Lehi, and look, they're only down 19. Trying to talk myself into a rally, Sly. I'm trying. Let's see how they do. Be now incomplete. Clock stops at 3:42 to play. Still absorbing the news that Corner Canyon has been upset tonight by Lone Peak. Look, not surprised it was Lone Peak. It's just a week after Corner Canyon pulled off such a massive upset over a national powerhouse, to be upset the next week. It was pretty shocking.
Having a little bit of a hangover there and let another team creep in, but I mean, I know they lost Jerome Miles early in that football game, but that's still no excuse.
Finau's going down, a group sack effort by the Pioneers.
So both of these defensive lines in this football game have played terrific. You know, it hasn't been easy for either quarterback in making that happen, making decisions. But these defensive fronts have done a great job.
Let's give Briggs Love some love. He gets credited with the sack, number 95. Third down and 11 now for Bingham. Finau in the pocket. Now he's going to escape. Nice effort. The throw, the catch, it's close to the marker. I don't know if they'll give it to him. It's right there. I think he's got enough.
Yeah, they'll give it to him.
Great effort.
Another penalty, though. Oh, yeah, offensive face mask. Yeah, that's coming back. Bingham did a face mask on the defender.
Monty 2 out with the catch, but it's not going to matter.
15-yard penalty, make it 3rd down and 26.
Hold. Offense, number 54.
Just a 10 penalty.
10 yards from the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
3rd down and 21. I saw a face mask, but he just got called for a regular hold. But either way, it backs Bingham up.
Throw over the middle, incomplete. Great defense. Maybe a little too great.
No, I wouldn't have called that. I felt like that was simultaneous. Great defense, but
Isaiah Mama, number 10 in the coverage.
That is hard to judge.
Pass interference. Defense, number 10. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
I think pass interference at every level should be a spot foul. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Finau over the middle, threw it behind the receiver, incomplete.
4th down, of course, you went for onside kick, so yeah, that means you're not bringing the punter back out.
Unless he's got some kind of great play to execute here to get the 1st down. I don't think so.
Yeah, and again, that's situational football too. If you know that you're going for it on 4th down, do you throw it? Or do you use the quarterback's leg to pick up 2 to 3 more yards to make it 3rd and short?
Latu showing blitz. Now he's going to back off.
Bingham will call a timeout.
.232 left to play. Again, for those watching this game, Corner Canyon goes down tonight. The Lone Peak Knights get it done at home, 28-21. Corner Canyon's 5-star wide receiver Jerome Miles injured in the game, seen on crutches with a leg injury. We hope it's not serious, but just devastating news tonight for Corner Canyon. For the entire state, you don't want to have a talented young man like that have to miss most of the senior season, so we hope that's not the case. We wish him well. But we also, you got to congratulate Lone Peak for doing something that I don't think a lot of people thought could be done this year, is beat Corner Canyon here in state.
Right.
And they show that the Chargers are human and that this 6A race is open. Interception. Abe Jager goes up and gets it. Great coverage by Jager. He had a good night, and so does this Pioneer defense. Now this offense can put this game on ice.
Great ball skills right there. He tracked the football extremely well. I like his positioning that he put himself in to make this play. Just went up and got it.
Yeah, size advantage there. He used it.
Now, it's a great back pedal, but watch how he sets himself up to go out and get this pass. Great job right there.
Like if you're a college recruiter, you're looking at Abe Jager, and you're like, okay, 6'2", 175 pounds.
6'2", that's a big corner.
I don't know what his 40 time is, but that's the kind of size that colleges look for.
You see those ball skills, you know, sometimes you can't teach that.
Yes. Jet News in trouble. He's going down.
What? offensive play was that?
Bad snap.
Well, why were all the offensive linemen on the ground? It's like they all went to sleep. It's a group nap right at the snap.
I think everybody wants to
Ready?
go home at this point. We're all done here.
Look at this group nap. Group nap on the snap. Big boys all on the ground like that. They didn't cut anybody. If they was cutting everybody, they didn't cut nobody. The whole defensive front was after Jet New on that.
2nd down and 17, a loss of 7. Oh, wow.
See, as I said, you can take what you're looking at Lehi and Bingham got to him a little bit, but you can't duplicate this defensive front.
They're good.
They
are really, really good.
This penetration is instant. It's fast. These guys run and chase offenders down the field. Bingham Miners have an amazing defensive front. I think they have one of the best defensive front of all of Utah football right now.
Jace Tupea with that TFL with an exclamation point. That was quite a play.
They are exciting.
Bingham's still fighting here late. 90 seconds left to play, and that defense has not quit.
Not at all.
See, Ed Larson's a little frustrated right now with his offense. It's just they're up 34-15, but I don't think they're going to be too happy with the
way they ended it.
No.
Yeah, there's always a teaching moment. If Coach Whittingham will tell you anything, I'm up 35-0. I'm still trying to save the clock at the end of the half to make sure we have an opportunity.
They coached to the end last night with that team.
Yeah. There's always an opportunity to learn, and Coach Larson knows that because these moments teach character to your football team to lock in and focus, even late in the football game. Finish the game, finish the drill. Game's not over.
New deep in his own territory over the middle, incomplete.
They did the Madden zero blitz on that. Like, geez. Well, they only had 4 guys defending right there. They left the one guy open. I don't know how you missed the one guy that's wide open.
So 4th down, Lehi will punt. Gavin Fenn is in the back of his own end zone.
Let's see if Charger Doty can make some magic here. Catch the ball, Charger. You got to catch it. He might be a little tired. He played a long game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to catch that ball out of bounds. That was a low kick. You got to track that and save as many yards on that bounce as possible. And with the low kick, you're able to beat that first initial defender, and you have a lot of sidelines to work with right there. Yeah, re-kick it. There's been some bonehead plays here. It's about what, the 3rd, 4th illegal procedure penalty we've had tonight.
High punt. Bounces early, but takes a Bingham bounce. The Pioneer special teams does a good job getting that fielded before it takes another bounce the wrong way.
The Miners will take hold first for 10. With 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the ballgame.
This Bingham offense has another minute. We'll try to get some momentum before they take on Skyridge next week at home.
Well, you had a bit of quarterback flip-flop here in this second half. Aiden Dunn's back in, throw the deep ball.
Going to the end zone. Nobody there.
Yeah, well, you definitely know who their deep threat is and who they want to target downfield. I think the Lehi defense knows that as well. They've had a guy over him this entire second half.
Yeah, Jager shut that down here in the second half since that earlier strike. Second down, handoff. Tahi, about 4 yards. Clock will run. They won't try to stop it. Of course, they don't have any way to do that. Here they go, 3rd and 7. Dunn over the middle. Nice throw, catch into the end zone, touchdown. That was a rocket.
Yeah, it was.
Nice play. That'll give them some momentum, as I said, as they get ready for Skyridge next week. Wow, that was a nice play.
Monty Tuau got some speed. Right in that slot. That seam route is beautiful. If you can work that seam route, it's the same touchdown that Mays scored on the first touchdown for Lehi. But if you can work that seam route, catch your receiver in stride, that is dangerous. It's very hard for defenders to try to make open field tackle on a guy that's going full speed in the middle of the field where he can go any direction he wants to go. Great play call right there.
They'll go for 2. Tahi into the end zone for the 2-point try. It's good. And it's 34-23. How about that pass? Aiden Dunn with a rocket to Monty Tuau.
Well, as we said, Aiden Dunn can throw the football.
He's got arm strength.
He can throw the football. He's got to work on this accuracy and understanding timing and situational awareness. But I think those things will come with experience, which, at Corner Canyon, you're not going to get much experience over there. So he's getting that here. He's delivering that football. But if Bingham can control their penalties, make plays when they're able to be made and opportunities present themselves, they're a good football team. And that's all something that they can turn around in just a couple of weeks. This is a good learning experience playing against Lehi tonight. They're down by 11 right now. They're going to give it all they got. They got getting more practice here at this onside kick here. But yeah, as you said, this would be great momentum heading into Skyridge next week.
Bingham did a lot of good things tonight. They just cannot be this undisciplined and expect to win at this level. They clean that up, they could be a factor, especially in Region 2. Can't get that one. So Lehi gets that, and they'll take a knee, and we'll all go home here.
Yeah, Carter Cutler's had a great game. Made a lot of good plays, blocking, receiving, getting into the end zone. There, recovering that onside kick. He's had a terrific game.
One knee should do it. Bingham did not give up the fight, but Lehi will come away with a win and move to 3-0. Bingham falls to 1-2. And that is a wrap. The Pioneers are victorious on their home field here on Game Night Live. 34-23 is the final. Next week on Game Night Live, we'll head back to Salt Lake County, where the West Jordan Jags will host the Orem Tigers. Should be a great matchup in 5A. For Stevenson, Sylvester, and our entire Game Night Live crew, I'm Jeremiah Jensen. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next Friday with another edition of Game Night Live.